music and we'll be
Well,
decorating.
I'll have to look into making something like that because that sounds like an opportunity for fun. It says that we're live on the screen.
I know.
It hasn't shown up on my phone yet. We always play this game. Are we live? Are we not?
I think
live?
we're live.
Can you see us? I know there's a lot of
live.
people in the chat already, but hopefully you guys can see us. Hello, hello.
We're on my phone, so
we're on. Yes, I see it on my phone too. Okay, welcome you guys. Hello, hello. So we're trying something a little different this week. We're not sure, if we're gonna stay over here. We're gonna rotate back and forth. Just thought, hey, let's try it. Let's try it over here this week. So I'm glad that you guys found us. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. You guys, I am seeing some names I haven't seen in a long time, so that makes me happy. I'm also seeing some new names in the chat. So welcome in. Hello, everybody. Before we say hellos to everybody in the chat, and if you're in the Lurkers Lounge, you're always welcome to put something in the chat for the first time. We'd love to welcome you. I just wanted to say, I know a lot of our friends in Florida are hunkering down and getting ready for Hurricane number 2 this week. I think it's supposed to make landfall overnight tonight. So we certainly are thinking about everybody that's going to be affected by that and everybody from the last storm in several states that were affected. So we certainly are thinking about everybody, all of our vintage friends. I hope everybody stays safe. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that we're thinking about you. Hopefully everybody will be safe and okay after the storm passes. All right. I think we're going to say some hellos in the chat, and then I'm going to talk about how the sale is going to work, and then we'll get the show on the road. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. So up at the tippy top, I know usually it's Terry versus William, who is the first in the chat. And it looks like Terry is the big winner tonight.
You got it, Terry. Hi,
Good
Terry.
Good to see you, Terry. Thank you for being here. The next person besides me is the lovely Karen G. And Karen is going to be our bid ender tonight. That didn't make any sense. Karen's going to be the bid ender.
She is.
Welcome, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
And Jason, take it away.
Oh, I'm a snapping fool. It is my man. It is Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings. If you guys are not subscribed to Gavin, that's who Grady is. Please make sure that you do. He has a YouTube channel. It's right here on this YouTube, this bleep blop. So make sure you're following him. He plays music. He plays it on vinyl. He plays it on a turntable.
The bleep bloops.
He bleep bloops in the bleep bloop right here on the interwebs. Please make sure you're following him and subscribe to his channel. He's dropping like a ton of knowledge too. He's doing some lives himself. Same name here as it is over on Instagram. So please give him a follow on both platforms because he is the other half of the Gillette Corporation. And please show the Gillette some support like they show all of us. And make sure you're following Mr. Grady Gruppo Vintage.
And you definitely don't want to miss out, in the next coming month or so, because I know that some Christmas music is coming down the line for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Mr. William.
Willie in the house.
Welcome, sir. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for being here. There's Mama Pam. Hi, Mom. I haven't seen my mom. I don't know. Last weekend?
A couple days.
Friday. Last Friday was the last time I saw Mama Pam. Yes. Beth C is here.
Hi, Beth.
Welcome, Beth. Beth is a seller over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I got the privilege to raid her last night for the Tuesday quickies. And thank you, everybody that came over to Vamp last night. And we're at my live sale. I appreciate that. I do have a couple things left over from the sale that are in my buy it now. If it's all Halloween stuff, if anybody's interested in going to check that out, I would appreciate that. Lori Baxter, it's been a minute. I'm so glad to see your name in the chat. Thank you for coming over and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you. And there is a longtime friend and Instagram seller, Cheryl Treasures by the Sea. Cheryl, good to see you in the chat tonight.
Cheryl.
All right. And if you're not following Cheryl over on Instagram, you might want to go do that. Jason, I'll let you take this one.
Hello, Chris. Checking in all the way from Colorado, also known as my broom closet. It's good to see you, friend. I hope you are doing well, and you got this. You got this, Chris.
All right, and there's our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. Also give her a follow over on Instagram, if you will. And there's a new name to me, Carrie Chatterson. Welcome. Thank you for being here and saying hello. And Cindy Lou. Hello, Cindy. Happy Wednesday to you as well.
Cindy's got a new picture there, Amy, too.
She does have a new picture.
Hugging
the fur baby.
Yes.
Hugging the fur baby. There's Miss Linda, which is Jason's mom.
Hello, Mom.
Good to see you, Linda. Spark Joy in Life. Hello, hello. Who else am I seeing? I'm seeing Heather Marie Gibbs. That is another new name to me.
Hello.
Welcome in, Heather. Good to see you tonight. Thank you for being here. There is Lisa Shields. Yes. Hopefully everybody stays safe during the hurricane tonight. Welcome, Lisa. There is Miss Julie, also a longtime Instagram friend. So welcome in, Julie. Good to see you tonight. There is Elaine Linney. Hello, Elaine. Hello, hello. Blueberry Barn. Hi, Erin. Good to see you tonight. And Allison B. That's also a new name to me. Welcome in, Allison. Thank you for joining us tonight. There is my Wisconsin buddy. There's Janine. We ate cheese curds together in Elkhorn. It was lovely. So welcome, Janine. One of these days, Jason, you and Tina got to make it out there.
We will. We will. We're working on it. We will.
Experience the cheese curds in person because they are amazing. Miss Pam Obama.
Hello, Pam.
Hi, lady. How's it going down there? How's it going down there? Terry. Oh, I already said Terry was the first one in the chat.
She was.
Terry gets a bonus hello tonight. Welcome, welcome. Everybody needs a little buttermilk and cream in their life, right?
We do.
There's Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Liz, are you all moved? Are you all settled in? I hope so. I hope so. Who else am I seeing? Miss Ferrara. Hi, Shannon.
Shannon.
Good to see you tonight. And there's Stephanie. I got to meet Stephanie in Springfield at the Scioto Inn and her husband. Good to see you tonight, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. Retro D. Welcome in. Thank you, guys. Who else am I seeing? I'm scrolling. You guys are chatty. Who am I missing? Rob. Hi, Rob. I heard the first Christmas commercial yesterday. I know. It's coming. I know we're just a few weeks away from Halloween. Right?
As I have Christmas things sat behind me, I can't be too anti early Christmas.
There's a few like reels that are going around Instagram. I've actually seen them on Facebook too. It's like somebody's out on their front porch and they're hanging up like a wreath or something for Halloween. And then you hear the Mariah Carey like, hi, in the background. It's like coming. It's really
They're thawing her out. They're thawing her out as we speak.
Thawing her out. Yes. Exactly. Sandra D. Hey, you guys. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you tonight. Jennifer, stay safe. Jennifer is down in Florida, so I hope you stay safe, Jennifer. I know I already messaged you, but hunker down, lady. I hope everything's going to be okay. Who else? Who else am I seeing? Miss KB. Howdy to you. Welcome in. There is Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. Good to see you, sir.
There's Miss Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Fellow Pennsylvanian. Good to see you, Dawn.
Ooh, I'm trying to not double click here.
Welcome.
There's Linda C. Hi, Linda.
Hi,
welcome
Linda.
in. Thank you for being here. Oh, there's Miss Pat.
I got my smile. I got my smile for the evening now, Pat. Thank you so much.
Hi, Pat. Thanks for being here. All right. Aloha, Sharon. Welcome in. Sharon of Freddie Finds. Make sure you guys are following her over on Instagram. Thank you for being here, Sharon. And there is Leslie. Happy Wednesday to you, Leslie. Thank you for being here. Scrolling. Jill. Hello, Jill. Hello. I don't know. Who's going to take this one today, Jason?
This is all you, Amie. I got a scratchy throat, and I don't want to mess this one up.
Welcome in, Miss Gutierrez. Yes. Welcome, Debbie. Good to see you as always. Thank you for being here. And I do believe that I've made it to the bottom, I think. Okay. If I missed you, I apologize. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. So welcome to Fantastic Finds over here on my YouTube channel tonight. Like I said at the beginning, not sure if we're rotating, what we're doing yet, but we just thought we'd try it out tonight and see how it goes. So before I talk about how the sale is going to work, Jason, you want to talk about anything that you have coming up?
Join me this Friday over on Instagram. 3 of the Valentinos are able to have a pop-up Christmas sale at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you'll be able to find Bill, Garden Guy Bill. You'll be able to find Brian of Mid-Century Mister and myself. We are going to be doing a Christmas pop-up sale, and we will be talking more about the Collectors Club and the fun sale that will be coming up this month. So if you guys want to find out some more details and know more about the mini marathon that will be coming up this month, more details will follow. And I'll give you the date then once we wrap up with tonight's sale. But come hang out with us over on Instagram, 8 p.m. Eastern. Got some good Christmas lined up.
Well, the only thing that I wanted to just put out there in the universe, although we're not going to announce who's selling with us yet, our Jason and I's Christmas marathon. Yes. If you guys were around last November, Jason and I did all Christmas marathon sale here on YouTube. We're doing it again. Yes. So save the date, and we'll announce all the seller lineups once we get that finalized in the next couple weeks or so. Saturday, November 9th. Will be the Christmas marathon date for this year. So I can't wait for that. Everybody brought their A-game Christmas stuff last year. It was so impressive, and everybody had such a variety of stuff. It was a super fun day. And Jason and I were exhausted in the best way possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good. So that's coming, you guys. All right. I think we'll talk about how the sale is going to work. Yes. William, don't worry about that. Do not worry about us bringing good stuff to the pop-up at Misty's. No, sir. We already have piles that are coming. Yes. There won't be any lack of Christmas stuff.
I've been wanting to do a follow-up to my garage and showing how I've been maintaining that. But because of preparing for Misty's, my garage is worse than when I filmed it, but worse in a good way because it looks like Santa dropped off a whole bunch of goodies from the North Pole. So
I have been buying Christmas all year, and I have piles of Christmas in bins. So I have to figure out what I'm taking down there, but I am taking some stuff down with me at the end of October because I'm going to be seeing Misty at the end of October. So we're going to have some good stuff. I already know that. Yes. Okay, so I guess we'll get into how the sale is going to work, and then we'll get the show on the road. But Jason, we didn't talk about this because usually you have me go first.
I know. I prepared myself.
I can still go first. It doesn't matter.
We can do whatever you want, but I had anxiety today when I was writing up my stuff, and I was like,
I know.
Oh my gosh, Amy's hosting. That means that we will be doing something different tonight, and
we don't have to. We don't have to. I can go so.
It's up to you.
Our normal order. It does not matter to me one bit. Okay.
Karen says I should go first. Okay, I can.
Okay. So how the sale is going to roll tonight, you guys. We do have 16 rounds of vintage goodies, mostly fall related, kind of deer, cat, squirrels, those sort of things. Coming tonight. So you guys want to make sure that you're in live chat all messages and not top chat, and in the best version of the chat possible before the sale begins. So always make sure you're in live chat all messages and not in top chat. Sometimes it will kick you out and you might not know it. You can exit out of YouTube to refresh if you need to do so, which we do recommend refreshing throughout the sale to help with the lag as much as you can. However, the faster version is up above Jason's head in the right corner. If you're watching on a mobile device, a phone or a tablet, you can find the gear wheel icon and hit playback speed and 2 times. If you're lagging behind at all, we will sound funny until you are caught up to the most current point that you can be. So we do recommend doing that, especially if you plan on bidding on anything tonight. Do that gear wheel icon refresh before you put in a bid. That'll make sure that you have the fair shot that you get. And if you're watching on a computer, the lower right corner is where you'll find the gear wheel icon as well. Okay. And we will do all offer up items tonight. So we'll give you a starting price. I will pin it up here on the screen if you're interested in bidding on anything tonight. First and foremost, we make sure that you want to get your bids in early. Okay, so put those bids in early to the chat. Don't wait too long to put them in there so you don't get caught in the lag. So put your bids in early. You can type any bids down into the chat. We will describe the item to you, give you any kind of information, know any kind of issues that it might have. We do our best to show anything live to you here on screen if it has a repair or paint scratches or any kind of issues while we're here live on the screen, so you can make the best informed decision if you do plan to bid on it or not. We will do a 20-second countdown because of the lag tonight. Hopefully give everybody a fair shot to get those bids in there before Karen Gillette's bid end. So the highest bid that we see come into the chat on our end will be the winner before the bid end. Okay, so the highest bid that we see come in before Karen's bid end will be the winner. Then we also do the just in case. So here's that. So all that we ask to use the just in case bids is that you have been an active bidder. So we ask that you've put at least one straight bid into the chat before you can utilize the just in case during the countdown. So the just in case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC next to it. So if the item is at $20, but you're willing to go up to $50, you can type in, you got your $20 bid in there, but you can put in JIC 50 into the chat. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next time out. But if there's no other bids that come in there, then you'll just pay what your straight bid was. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. But if there's multiple just in case bids put into the chat, those will turn into regular bids. Okay. And in place of a recap, we have been doing this for quite a while. Now at this point, a couple months, instead of doing a recap at the end, if we don't see any bids come in for an item, we still will do a 20-second countdown. That will be your kind of last chance to get any kind of bids in there before the bid end, because the item won't be coming back. That'll be your last crack at it. If we do see some bids come in, then the just in cases can be in play, and just like a regular round. All right. If you win an item tonight, we do need some information from you. Our emails are up here on the screen right now. They're also down in the description of the video. I've also pinned them into a comment in the top of the chat, and Karen and our other mods do a great job at putting them into the chat during the sale as well. But especially for your brand new buyer, to either Jason or I, you can pre-register. We certainly don't mind that. If you just want to send us an email right now, in case you feel like you want to bid on anything, that's totally okay. You can send us a joint email as well. But if you're a brand new buyer, or maybe you've moved, or it's been a long time since you purchased from us, we do need some information. We need you to send us an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. Jason and I only invoice in PayPal. But if you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. You can still shop with us. Just send us an email with all that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link. And when you click on that link, you can check out with any debit, credit, Venmo, Apple Pay, or PayPal. All right. It's super easy to shop with us. I will talk about our shipping. So shipping is not included in any winning bid price. All right. So, and do keep in mind, when we do send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of us sending the invoice out. And shipping and packing, we both utilize Pirate Ship to get you guys the discounted rates on shipping. And I ship from Michigan. I will be doing my packing and shipping tomorrow. Anybody that purchased from me on Vamp last night, I can combine ship if anybody gets anything tonight for that. And both Jason and I ship to US, Canada, and Australia. And I'll let Jason talk about his shipping.
Also known as Philomena. I'm Philomena. Unless we have some other Australians that are here tonight, you can utilize that, of course. So Amie covered everything for me. I ship out of the Keystone State, also known as Pennsylvania. I do all of my packaging and invoicing on Saturdays, so you won't receive anything from me until Saturday, probably afternoon, probably be closer to evening, because Tina handles the hard work by doing the invoicing, the important thing. So she'll actually be at the shop this Saturday, so invoices will be out a little later. So that means if you come over to the Instagram sale on Friday, I will be able to combine, anything that you purchase. Since we didn't have a sale Monday, nobody has an open box tonight. I do offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. I do own a store called MotherTuckersAntiques. It's in central Pennsylvania. If you guys are planning to come to the area and you want to take advantage of that and not pay shipping, just make sure you let us know in the email, and we won't charge you for that. But again, invoices this week will probably be after 5 p.m. Eastern at the earliest. Okay, guys? But they will be out this Saturday.
Before we start the sale, I just wanted to talk about after our sale tonight, we do still have community share. So our share tonight is some Halloween decorations from the lovely Laura of Daffodil Fields Finds. So stick around for that. She's got some cool Halloween decorations she wanted to share with everybody. And I will pop the email up here. We can always use more photos if you have your Halloween decorations out, or maybe you've just got general fall decorations, or maybe you've already put up your Christmas stuff. We would love to see it. Or maybe you found something really exciting out and about, or something you've purchased from one of us that you have incorporated into a display. We'd love to see what you do with the vintage. You can always email us with a brief description of what we're looking at in the photos to ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. All right. And let me get the chat back up here. Who else? I did see a couple other people pop in.
I see Miss Deborah Williams.
Miss Deborah Williams, where are you at?
She just popped in.
Miss Deborah Williams, hello, howdy. And Vanessa just popped in there. Hey, Vanessa, good to see you tonight. And I think those were the only two that I saw pop in. I did have the chat off for a little while, but welcome in, you guys. So we're going to get the sale started. I'm going to get the screen up. I'm going to go first.
Okay. All right, Amie.
Fantastic Finds tradition.
Okay. All
right. And I'm going to start off with a choice tonight. And I haven't brought some of these in a while. So I've been trying to find the perfect brooches to pair with these lovely fall hankies. So you get a choice of my little brooch hanky combinations in these beautiful fall hankies, which are not really super easy to come by with the fall colors. Usually it's mostly flowers. And, kind of specialty holiday ones, but not just general fall. So this is the first one. And the hankies are in great condition. Both of them are. So dark brown in the center here, and kind of like little daisies with orange centers, and these gorgeous goldy fall leaves, perfect for the season. And then you're going to get this really sparkly, goldy toned prong set little brooch. Now the brooches aren't super large. These aren't super large ones. This one measures 1 1/4 inches in diameter. I will take the brooches off and show them to you a little bit closer after I show the choice here. The second one here, I really loved the colors in this one. It took me a very long time to find a brooch to match all the colors in it. But I really like this brooch a lot. It's super sparkly, really nice quality there. And it's got greens, yellows, and oranges in the fall leaves. And the background of this one is gray, which I really liked that one. So let's take the brooches off. I'll show them to you a little bit closer. And I'll open up the hanky full so you can see. I like to use these as doilies. I decorate with hankies all the time. Look at that one.
I love this one. This one is so pretty? 60s.
It's so different. It's really, really different on the colorways for that one. All right. So the first brooch does, I mean, they both have safety clasps. And this one has got like, it's raised off the riveting, how it's constructed on the brooch. And there goes my camera. I wanted to focus. But it's just Goldie tone on the back. Very nice construction. No signature on either one of them. This one measures 2 inches. 2 inches. These look really nice in your hair too. And the other one, get it off of here. Okay. The other one here is just also got a safety clasp on the back. There we go. Very sparkly. Also very prong set. Nice construction there on the back side. So those are the 2 brooches.
Very Hollywood Regency
and
looking.
Here's that hanky. Ooh, that's pretty. Gorgeous. I love that one. And the fact that they did the outline for the leaves to kind of give it more dimension, I really like that one. All right. Yes, I like to wear the brooches on my hats. That's really what I do with them, truth be told, is wear them on hats. So I'll get both of those up there. I can't hold everything at one time, unfortunately. But there are the two different choices. So you get the hanky or the either one, plus the brooch there. And I don't see any bids come in there, but we'll still do a countdown of interest. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid out.
You know, Amie, you're right. To try to find fall style hankies, you just don't see them.
No.
You just don't see them.
Oh, did I miss a bid from you, Cheryl?
I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. I see Dana. Dana came in there with a 16. 20, Cheryl, I didn't see a bid come in from you.
I wonder if she had that.
But I didn't see one, Cheryl. Brenda, hi Brenda, good to see you tonight. Came in there with a 17. So unfortunately I can't count Cheryl's just in case because I didn't see a bid come in there. Oh, I did not. Okay, no worries, Cheryl. All right, so Brenda, and we're gonna claim by color of the hanky. Okay, so this one is gray, and the other one, this one is brown. Okay, so Brenda, you get first choice. And second choice is going to go to Dana. And I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get Jason over and started here.
All right, Amie, $12. $12. And this is the first fantastic finds on Amy's channel. Yes, it is. I'm asking myself. So I have to bring a Cupie. So I have this cute little Cupie starting at $12. I tried to move the little crochet dress. I can see that it does have wings, but I cannot see what it is stamped. So I don't know if this is a, no worries, Cheryl. No worries at all.
No, it's all right, Cheryl.
Oh, no worries at all. I don't know if it is stamped Japan. I really believe it is a Hong Kong one. So the Cupie is this very soft, you know, rubbery. I can show you, but I don't want to pull too hard. It does have some wings on it. Now, the hair and the hat, oh, you can just sort of see the little wing right there at the top. So the hair and the hat is actually glued to the Cupie. And then you have this fun little witch's outfit on its little crocheted body. Now the hands do not move. So the hands do not move. They are fixed. So are the feet. So here you can see the little lady underneath. She's not wearing underoos, but she's this cute little Cupie. And honestly, I love when they crochet these fun little outfits for them, because I think if you guys love the kitsch, you guys need a little Cupie witch in your display. So $12. She's 6 inches tall. They did go ahead and sew a little loop on here, so you can kind of hang her like she's flying. So if you want to, you can have this cute little witch just kind of just flying around. So
I like that they added a hanger on her.
I do too.
Usually you don't see that with those dresses.
And again, they did use some yarn to give her some gray hair. It is kind of, she does kind of have some bedhead. It is a little crazy, but I think that gives her a fun aesthetic. She will stand on her own. She is that soft little rubber Cupie underneath. She measures about 6 inches tall. So as you can see, she's in very good condition. I had never seen anybody crochet a little witch's outfit for a little Cupie. So I thought she'd be really fun. You can definitely see that it is a very clean. Here are her fun little hands over here and her other hand over there. And she has fun little blue eyes, and she's in very good condition. So she does have the verified little wings on the back. So she's definitely a Cupie. And again, she has this fun little crocheted outfit. The arms are not movable, and nor is the head. So it could be more on the Hong Kong newer side. So let's do a countdown of interest. Let's see if somebody wants to add a fun little Cupie witch to their fall decor. She's only $12, but let's do the countdown of interest from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And remember, gang, we're not doing a recap. We're just doing the countdown of interest. So if someone's interested in her, we were doing that countdown, and she's just $12. But I see Erin in at 12. Thank you so much. I think she got in right before that bid end.
Yes,
so
she did.
Erin, thank you so much. She is yours for $12. Congratulations.
I do think that the lag is pretty terrible tonight. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys are really waiting to put bids in and they're just coming in super late. And that is why, or the lag is really bad. I'm not really sure. But
and with Florida, it could be
a
really bad lag tonight.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. What do we? Oh, I'm doing this next because I always like to challenge myself to show tablecloths on a live sale. But I found this one in Elkhorn, and it was so pretty with the fall colors in it. I still had to get it, and it's in really nice shape as well. There's one little area that has, it looks like when it was painted, when it was screen printed, that just a little extra orange paint got on it. That's really, I did freshly launder it and iron it, although it probably doesn't look like I ironed it anymore because I've had it folded. But it's a square tablecloth. It's going to start at $16. It does measure 50.5 by 50. So it's a true square tablecloth, but I absolutely loved the colors in it. And I just think it's perfect for right now into like Thanksgiving time. So the colors in it are like, it's a cross between burgundy and brown. It's kind of like a combo. I can't say one way or the other. Definitely a goldy yellow and then bright orange. So this is the corner detail where it's got this beautiful bunch of bouquet on each corner. And then the whole pattern kind of goes along the edging to the other corner on the opposite side. It is in really nice condition. I only laundered it just to freshen it up a little bit. So it smells like Gain because that's the laundry stuff that I use. And I have ironed it because it was, it is linen, very nice, thicker style linen. And it had one tiny little stain on it when I bought it, and I got it out. I used the arsenal of Mama Pam, and it came right out. So that's the whole pattern. Last time I sold a tablecloth, I knocked my lamp down. We're not going to do that. But there's the center. So it's mostly white in the center of the tablecloth, and all of the pretty leaves and flowers are on the edging to drape over your table. All right. I'm doing a horrible job highlighting the chat. There's Emily. Thank you so much. Again, it measures 50. I can't show the whole thing. That's about as far as I can go with it, you guys, in the space that I have up here. It does measure 50.5 by 50. So it will fit a square table. It can also fit a round table. It will just drape a little bit more on the overhang if you put it on a circle table. And it will fit on a card table as well. Okay. And I see, let me get caught up here, you ladies. Thank you so much. All right, Ravona has got the high bid at 18. Thank you so much. Erin is back in at 19. All right, so we're looking for 20 or more. I'm going to count it down, and then I will get Jason back over while I I fold this up. All right. We're looking for 20 or more on the pretty fall tablecloth. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bed end. Or you know what the popular thing to do right now? People are doing photo shoots with vintage tablecloths.
What?
No, into ghosts, right? Ooh.
Okay.
Spooky. Okay.
Are they really?
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, they're taking vintage tablecloths and then making like vintage ghosts.
Okay.
Seen that? Yeah.
No, they're not cutting holes in them and putting.
No, they're not cutting holes. No, they're just like taping,
Okay.
Construction paper.
Gotcha.
On the end. On the outside, no. Not cutting them up, thankfully.
Because I was going to say,
there's the bed end from Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for sticking with me. It's not easy to sell tablecloths, but I do enjoy them. I do like to find them. So, all right. It looks like this is going to Erin. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
I was going to say, Amie, cutting a hole in a vintage tablecloth that's in good condition.
Unless it's already in bad shape.
Well, I was going to say,
cutting holes in it, that's one thing, but no.
If it's in good condition, you cut holes in it, you're no better than the person taking the paint off of a Santa mug. That's all I was going to say. $15, Amie, $15, Amie, and you're going to get the whole entire lot, okay? So I have a whole lot of vintage die cut decoration for Halloween into Thanksgiving. None of them have like rips or issues to the front. They are the ones that are single-sided, but in the back, you can tell that they may have used some tape to hold them up. I have small ones, big ones. I don't know the companies that made them, but we'll show them to you. So for your 15, you're going to get all 9 of these, all right? And I do think one of them has a little crease in it, but they're all very presentable. So $15, you'll get all 9 of these. So these are going to be the first 2 that you're going to get.
Oh, these are so cute.
I love these, and I feel like these are Denison or Eureka, but don't hold me to it. But these are the little tiny ones, and you're going to get both of these. So these,
I believe they're Denison because there's seals that match.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they do they say Denison on the front, Jason? I didn't even look.
It says USA, printed in USA.
Printed USA. Hello, Circle 7 Farms. How are you, Laura? So these are the first 2 that you're going to get in the lot. So for your 15, you're getting 9 of them, and these are super fun. He is screaming in terror, so he's a fun little scarecrow, and his hair is the leaves. His hair is the leaves. So these are the first 2 that you're going to get. Again, they are single-sided, but please note some of them might have a little crease or a little, wave to them, but they still display beautifully. And these are the thicker ones that are going to look great in a flower frog. So these are the 2 that you're going to get. And again, there could be a little bend, but they're not going to fall off or anything. Okay. You're going to get Tom the Turkey, which I love these colors. Okay. Those are fun, vintage, vibrant colors. And these are the smaller ones. Okay. So again, for your 15, you're getting 9 vintage die cuts, probably all from the 1950s. So you get the turkey. So now you get the true traditional pumpkins. So actually, this was the baby, and then this was him on graduation day. So this is what you start out as a baby pumpkin, and you work your way into this. So hello, Heather. Good to see you guys. So you get all those. Again, you're not picking for choice. You're getting them all for one money. So here is the larger pumpkin. Again, the colors are very vibrant. But note that they might have a issue on the back. And when I say issue, that's just vintage wear. I actually believe that's where the original price tag used to be. You're also going to get the maple leaf with the 2 acorns on it with an original price tag. It looks like it's coming from Weaver's Bookstore in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So you have fun original price tags on some of them, a nickel. So you can see these are nice and big. These are fun to craft with. They're fun to do all sorts of things with. Then you have your fun corn stalks. Now, here's where we might get into a little bit of maybe some tape residue over the front. But there you can see this one might have a crease down the center, but it does have its original price tag on it. Again, they all display beautifully. Some of these I'd never seen before. This one makes me think of the one, the only Enamor Amie. You have the fun squirrel with his green. It hasn't ripened yet, buddy, because he's going to go hide that.
He doesn't care, Jason. He's getting ready for winter.
You're right. He doesn't care. You're right. Now, he might have some tape residue, but they still display beautifully. So for the 15, you're getting all of these for one money. I will show them to you again real quickly. Hello, Stacy. Thank you. I see you're 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. So you get Squirrel Friend. Again, they all have some vintage wear, but nothing that is detrimental. You're going to get the realistic pumpkin. You are going to get the maple leaf and the acorns, and I love the fact that some of these have the original price tag on. I just showed you the corn stalks there. You're going to get the 2 realistic pumpkins, which actually go with the larger one. And then you're going to get Mr. Tom the Turkey there. That's my best impression.
That was a good turkey.
And Tina loves,
I can't do that.
Tina loves Thanksgiving when I do that. So, and then you'll get these. So let's go ahead and count them down. We'll hold these up. But remember, you're going to get 7 in addition to this. So 16 or more, we are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. So counting them down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid ended. It might be freezing on my end. My internet looks good, but I got a feeling that the interwebs are not happy.
Gavin wants to hear your turkey again.
Well, let me find him. Let me give you the full effect, Gavin. Hold on here. Hold on. All right, that's the best I can do. So
it's kind of like a ghost at the end.
Stacy, congratulations. They're all coming to you. And I'll even do that in the box. So hopefully when it gets there and you open it, he will gobble at you when you open it. So I doubt it though, but I'll try. Thank you, Stacy.
I love those die cut decorations. They remind me of elementary school because the teachers always decorated their rooms with those. I love that.
They remind me of Catholic school, Amy. The nuns. Oh, the nuns.
Okay, I have a Lefton piece up next. It is a Halloween piece. I have a couple Halloween things tonight. Running toward the tail end though here. This actually I just got this last week, and which is why it hasn't made an appearance since then. It is Lefton, and there is a series of these candle holders, figurines, shakers, and planters from the 80s. So it's 80s Lefton. So it's Lefton Korea marked here on the bottom. And there's another tiny sticker that says 1986 GOZ Lefton. So there's 3 Lefton stickers here on the bottom. Not just 1, but 3. And it is the cutest ever Darur Ghost in his little bowler hat. I love this. There's a witch and a black cat in this series as well. And he's a happy guy. And the cutest ever little pumpkin. And it is a candle holder. I've never found this piece in the wild before ever. And it's in good condition. There's no chipping or anything to it. You can see in the top of the pumpkin, it does have some vent holes because it was meant to actually burn a real candle in here and, let the flame out. But it does not appear that anybody ever used it because there's no black singed marks or anything there on the inside. I will also include, so you can light it up, one of the little battery tea lights on the inside. And I know it's not going to show up on camera, but you can kind of see it flickering in the nose in there. But I'll include that with it as well, so you don't have to burn a real candle in there and, ruin the vintage. But he's just got the cutest little, I love the styling of these. They're definitely kitschy, but different from the mid-century. I've always liked these pieces, but I've never found any. It does measure 6.5 inches tall by 4 3/4 inches wide. So that's about the size of it. And I know that the the black cat one of the same is like super valuable, like hundreds of dollars, super valuable. And I've certainly never seen that one ever. These ones, for some reason, besides the mid-century ones, I don't know. They just don't come around very often, or at least maybe not in my neck of the woods. They don't. But I see Ravona's in at 18. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 19 or more. Paint is excellent on it. It's not high glaze. All right. It's more of that like satin finish on the paint, but all the paint is fired on there, so you don't have to worry about paint loss. All right. So let's count it down. We're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ghosty ghost. Carrie, I see you're 20. Thank you so much.
You know, Amy, they say the ghosts are the snowmen of Halloween. And he looks like...
Is that what they say?
Oh, sure, because the snowmen dress up for Halloween and they end up being the ghosts because they're white. Yeah.
I've never heard that before. So we always learn something new on the live show. So that's a new one, Jason. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Carrie, congratulations. It is coming to you. I do believe that you've never purchased from me before, so make sure and send me an email with your information so I can get this packed up tomorrow and on its way to you. Thank you so much.
See, Karen, who is a snowman lover, I think agrees that the ghosts are the snow people of Halloween. So $15, Amy, $15. And I've never had these before. And I think these are great for Halloween if you're a cat lover. They do have some vintage wear, but you have to remember these are completely cold painted. Okay, so these are completely cold painted. So there is going to be some vintage wear to them. So $15. They are marked Japan. I don't know an exact maker, but this one is your 3-hole. That one is your 2-hole. Again, these are your quintessential orange of the Halloween era. Okay, the Halloween era, the Halloween time of year, or this time of the year. 4.5 inches tall. You can see that they did go ahead and airbrush some black details, kind of brownish black details down there on their paw. So let's get into it. They are both stamped Japan. This one is faintly stamped Japan on the bottom. It does have its original little stopper. We do have some cold paint wear here to the side. I feel like maybe when these were in somebody's hutch, they may be rubbed against each other a little bit. But again, these are really cold painted, and I have to believe I found some other critters that are painted like this. I have to think that there's some out there in worse condition, but these have a lot of their paint left. It also has a fun little fabric style bow, which is in orange. There is like a little bit. I'll snip that before we send it. It is just a little weathered right there, but super cute little kitty cat, especially for your Halloween displays. There you can see they did do some details there for the tail it's kind of like a dark brown and then it fades into a black. So here is your other one. Again, cold paint is in very good condition considering how it is painted. There you can see the 3-hole. We do have a little bit of paint wear here to the top. I think it kind of gives it a good aesthetic for the Halloween look because you don't want them looking brand new. You want them to have just a little bit of wear. So again, I don't know the manufacturer. This one has a nice, brisk, very vibrant Japan stamp on the bottom. They do measure 4.5 inches tall, and they're just these super cute orange kitty cats. Especially for this time of the year, they would look good. There's not much more I can say about them, but please note they do have that vintage wear.
They kind of look like foxes to me on the front. I know they have a cat tail on the back, but they do kind of look like they could work. They could work as foxes. And maybe it's cats dressed up in a fox costume.
This is true. And I love how they have both of their bows on there because you have to imagine that if these were actually used, that would be missing. There is no chips. There is no repairs to them. They're in really good condition. And they are that very vibrant Halloween orange. So these are definitely going to look awesome in your Halloween displays. So Liz, thank you so much. I see you're 15. I think Nicole popped in there at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. And again, 4.5 inches tall. They do both have their stoppers. The worst case with the cold paint is right here on his hip. But again, considering how they are made, I'm just amazed that that they still have as much cold paint on them as they do. So they were well loved. We are looking for 17 or more. I feel like my screen froze there for a second. So 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nicole, you still got them at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. They are made in Japan, probably 1960s, early 1970s. Very good condition considering their cold paint. So Liz had a just in case of 19, but Nicole had a just in case of 20. So Nicole, congratulations. They're coming to you for $20. Thank you, ladies, so much.
I agree, Tracy. They would look really cute with little witch hats.
Oh, yes, Tracy, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. And I know Laura Daffodil Finds did pop in maybe a round or so ago. So Laura, you're our share tonight. Your Halloween stuff is our community share tonight. So, okay. I do have a choice of Handmade for my next round. And this was, I'm going to try and get some more done. These guys, I mean, they take a long time to do. So that's why I only got 2 done. I have more cut out. But this was the time I had to get done tonight. So these are some of my handmade silly squirrels. I posted a little teaser picture at my sewing machine a couple days ago that I haven't made these guys since 2022, which seems to be like, I didn't think it was that long. But so the choices are the little brown squirrel. And these guys do have vintage fabric for their tummies and their ears. And they are made out of, oh my gosh, what is this fabric? My brain just like it went right out of my head. Very soft, not velvet.
Like a velour?
No.
Suede?
I can't think of it. Oh my gosh.
I'll stop saying words.
Like
then.
You wear it in the wintertime because it's warmer.
Fleece.
Kids
like
blanket.
flannel.
That's
flannel.
It. Yes, flannel. Thank you. Gosh. You would think that it's my first time crafting, and it's certainly not. Okay. Not felt. No. Flannel. Yes. So they're made out of very soft flannel. All right. And completely this pattern out of my brain. I've been making these guys. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. At least like 16 years, maybe longer than that. So vintage fabric. This one's got the fun fall leaves pattern in different colors there. And I also hand felt and make little felted acorns for them to hold. Hand painted face, little felt nose. And I always add on a little ribbon to kind of pull out the different colors in the fabric. So that's choice number 1. Thank you guys so much. And then the second choice is the little gray squirrel. I do have different colors of gray. This is more of a darker gray. I do have lighter gray too. Hopefully we'll get some more done for next week. This one's got fun gray, yellow, and orange kind of leafy print, an orange felted acorn. I love making these guys. I really do. They just make me happy. We have black squirrels here in Marshall for the most part. I very rarely see any kind of regular colored squirrels, wow. I guess. They're all black squirrels, which is odd. Right. And I had never seen one until I moved to Marshall. And the next town over in Albion, they have black squirrels too. So wow. I don't know, but we don't have any gray or brown ones, which is kind of weird. All right. So I see Nikki's in at 28. So this is for choice of either the brown or the gray. They do measure 4.5 by 7 by 5 1/4 inches tall to the top of their ears. All right. So we're going to count them down. Hey, Dee, good to see you. And we're looking for 29 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yes, Dee, you do. You do. I just haven't made these guys like in a very long time. I was like, it's time. I have to make some squirrels. More will be coming, I promise. I just didn't get any more done. I wanted to have 3, but it didn't happen. Okay, there is the nutty bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Nikki put in a just in case of 38, but Peppermint Patty put in just in case of 81. So Jennifer, let me know if you want brown or gray. Brown or gray. Nikki's going to have second choice if Peppermint Patty doesn't take both. All right. She's taking the brown squirrel. Okay. So Nikki, let me know if you want the gray guy and I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
$18, Miss Amy.
18.
$18. You got it. 18. And I have a piece of glass this evening. So this is from the 1960s. It is a gorgeous hobnail. It is in amber, and this is made by Fenton. So they made two different versions of this. This one is more the flat bottom, but it is still on a little small pedestal. So this is the smaller squatty one. Then they did make a larger compote one. So these are really fun to hold your candy in. They're fun to put your festive nuts in, or they're just fun to use as little trinket dishes. So there is no damage, no chips. This one is from the 1960s because there is no Fenton stamp on the bottom. So again, this can be used as a bowl. So if you want to use this in the upcoming, Thanksgiving, with the Thanksgiving festivities, you want to use this to hold the candy that you're going to give the trick-or-treaters to, you definitely could. Probably going to need a bigger bowl, truth be told, for the trick-or-treaters. But again, when it is together, it measures 6 by 6. It's from the 1960s, no Fenton stamp. This one would have had a sticker. It's in very good condition. There are no chips to any of those little hobnails. There are some straw marks. There are some straw marks in it, but that's all in the manufacturing. So it does look like it has one teeny tiny inclusion right there, but that's in the manufacturing. So again, this is molded glass. Here is the base. So really nice. There's no sickness to it. There's no haze to it. So this, like I said, with the lid on, measures 6 by 6. I actually think the little finial here thank you, Cheryl. I think it's gorgeous too. I think it kind of mimics like a pine cone almost on it. So I thought it would look really good in your fall displays. Of course, you can leave it out all year round. It is like mid-century because it is from the 1960s. It is nice and heavy. It is some of Fenton's quality, typical. This was when they were doing a lot of their colonial colors. So I'm sure this is technically like a colonial amber or something like that. But there, all those fun hobnails. And this is the more flat bottom. Again, no chips at all. It's in super good condition. And you can see the mold lines on it. Those aren't the straw marks, but it is molded glass. So it's a nice heavy piece. This would make a nice hostess gift if you guys are heading to any, fall parties. Maybe you want to fill this up with some trinkets, some treasures.
I think some fairy lights in there. Turn it into like a centerpiece for your Thanksgiving table.
You absolutely could. You could throw some battery powered in there, like Amy said, and light this up. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous amber. And again, no chips or cracks. Usually when I find these, there's a little issue with the finial, but there is none. And what I like what Fenton did here with the top is you can see it kind of graduated the hobnail. It's kind of smaller hobnail, and then it gets a little bit bigger. So no chips here on the rim. There is just a straw mark or so, and that's just because it is molded glass. So we're just looking for $18 on the piece of 1960 honey amber covered dish. No chips, no cracks. Let's do a countdown of interest. Maybe somebody wants to take this home just for $18. So let's do the countdown of interest on it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I'm just trying to always bring some glass to the sales because I know we have some glass lovers out there and we want to make sure we offer something to everybody, but maybe they are not interested tonight, and that's okay. So we will move it back over to you, Miss Amy, and I'll sit it down because I don't want it to get damaged. There we go.
Okay. I have some kitsch, some Halloween kitsch for my next round. This is going to be my highest start item for the sale tonight. But before I show them both to you, they're going to be a little challenging to show. These are Christ, K-R-E-I-S-S, devil shakers. So they are salt and pepper shakers. Harder to find this set. I have only found them one other time several years ago. But this guy does have, right here, he does have an arm repair. Okay. I knew that when I bought them because I just don't see them. And especially with their little pitchforks, they never have the pitchforks. Matter of fact, the last set that I had, I made some pitchforks to go in them. But these have their original pitchforks and they still have their tails. Sometimes those can go missing over time as well. These guys are not easy to find. So I will show you the one with the arm repair first. I'm going to take the little pitchfork out so it can come out. Okay. And that's probably why a lot of the times they go missing. So that's the first guy here. And he is the one that has the arm repair. If my camera would focus, and he's just not. Okay. Stacy, I see you're 40. Thank you so very much. All right. So it's right here, kind of at the elbow is where it's repaired. There is some paint loss underneath. You can see probably when he took his tumble, and that's what happened when they glued it back on. There is a little bit of paint loss on both of them, on the shoe and on the back side. So it's a chenille for the tail. And then it does have a little piece of felt, flocked felt for the end of the tail there on the back. And then they do have little paper Japan stickers on their feet, cork stopper there on the bottom. So that's about as best as I can show you for the arm repair, although it's not super visible from the front side. You can mainly see it from the side, but it is there, and we'll stick his little pitchfork back in there. The other one, I'll show you the other one. So they are in kind of very similar posing, great detail on these. I love the Christiss ceramics. I know Jason is a big fan of Christiss as well. And they are super cute. This one doesn't have as much paint loss as the other guy has. We'll turn him around.
Hi, John.
Also has the cork in the bottom. So he has a little bit less paint loss on him. Measurement for these guys, they're 3.5 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. All right. There are figurines, and there is another set of Christiss devil shakers. They're just stylized, a little bit different from these guys. They look a little bit more spooky, I guess I can tell you. These guys look a little bit more cutesy and friendly. All right. So Stacy's in at 40. So we're looking for 41 or more. And let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. These guys also look cute at Valentine's Day too.
I think they did such a great job at those pitchforks too. They did. They even made the pitchforks kind of.
I like these ones better than the ones that Lefton and Napco did.
Agreed.
All right, I got to put one down so I can highlight the bid end. All right, the bid end is in from Karen. Thank you so much for the fleur-de-lis bid end. That's fancy there, Karen. All right, Stacy, congratulations. These are coming. Stacy, do you have a new address? Like, if you do, make sure and send it to me. Thank you so much.
$25, Amy. $25, Amy. And this one, if you guys enjoy those whistle child mugs, this one is one that I have never had before. And it's really unique because usually these are single-sided. Okay, this one is double-sided. But let's go over everything here. First of all, there's absolutely no damage to this. The only issue is I think at the factory when they were stamping, they got a little sloppy with the black paint. So that's actually under the glaze. There is some crazing, but this is your made in Japan little child mug. So this is actually this is the kitsch trinity. This is the little holy trinity of three of the kitschiest things in the world. So first of all, we have the three-dimensional bluebird on the top. Okay, there are no chips or cracks. I did not test it, but that is the little whistle because you're supposed to whistle for your milk. It became a fun little toy for the child. This is ceramic. So, of course, it says, today I am a little deer with this fun little deer there on the front.
I've never seen that one either.
You can see that it has, some fun little flowers, and it says, today I am a little deer. And the triple threat is back here on the back. It says, today I am a little stinker. So you can't tell me that there isn't a kitsch lover out here that one of these fun little graphics doesn't tickle your kitschy fancy. So he's holding like some sort of a little plate almost, but he's a little skunk. So you can see that he does have some detail. So this is how they painted it. So it is a white little face on him. He has a little tuft of black hair on the front. They gave him details on the mouth and here on the eyes. He's wearing his fun little pink bow tie. I don't know if he has some kind of a little jump rope or a little bowl or plate in his hand. I can't make it out. That's the fun part about kits. You can make up the story. So this one says, of course, on this side, Trendolin, I see you're 25. Thank you so much. This one is the little stinker side. Again, no damage to the bird at all. There you can see the inside is super clean, just some crazing. And this one is heavy. A lot of these are thinner. This one, I believe, is probably one of the earlier versions. And in this one, of course, today it says, I am a little deer. So it covers all three major kitsch collectibles, deer, skunks, and bluebirds. So it measures about 4 inches tall, and it is about 4.5 inches wide. So I've collected and sold a couple of these child mugs or whistle mugs or milk mugs, whatever you want to call them. And I've never found one with all three. And usually if you do find the ones with the three-dimensional bird, there's usually some chipping or damage. But the only thing I can tell you is it's a manufacturing defect. You can see they got sloppy with the black. So that does look like black crazing, but that's actual ink. They got a little sloppy back here when they were stamping it, but all of that is under the glaze. So, and then it does have pink details up here around the rim. So we do have a pink stripe, and we have a pink stripe down there on the bottom, some pink daisies. I just think this is kitschalicious. Plus, and then we'll count it down, the handle is the actual tree branch that the bird's sitting on. So, Trendolin, thank you so much. I see you're 25. We're looking for 26 or more. Let's hold it so you can read it. One side, it says, today I am a little deer. Then the other side, today I'm a little stinker. So we're looking for 26 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Robin, I see you're 26. We're looking for 27 or more. Or the bid end from Karen G. And again, no damage, just crazing. They got a little sloppy with the stamping. I see Robin's just in case. Thank you so much. There's the bid end. All right, so it looks like $26 is going to Robin. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And thank you, Trendolin, for the bid as well.
And welcome in, Trendolin and Robin. Good to see you both tonight. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, I have another handmade item for my next round. This one is Halloween. And it is a tin arrangement. I found the tin first, and then I found the witch, and I knew like she said, I want to be on that can. And so I said, okay. I really loved this can. It is like ground, and it's in there. I don't know if it's full, but there is some that is still in there, the ground flaxseed. But I loved the black and orange, and definitely the wear. I loved all the wear to the label. It kind of gave it a little bit more spooky for the Blake, and I'd never seen these cans before. And then up top is this vintage spun head crepe paper witch, and she's in pretty good condition. She does have like some like twine hair coming out the back. I haven't done anything to the witch. All right, she doesn't have anything done to her. She's just, and I like her little shifty look that they painted on her face. I really like that. So that is a spun cotton ball head. She does have like little wire armature arms. The little broom there is attached to her. Then I have added a vintage black cat cupcake pick. Black cat down there. Every witch needs a black cat. And then there's also some little fall leaves that are just tucked in there. I didn't add any tinsel to this one. I didn't really think that it needed it. So it's just plain. And I have signed it on the back side right here on the back. interesting. I was trying to read, like, for flaxseed, for making poultices, prepare by pouring boiling water on meal, stirring until mixture acquires proper consistency. Part to be poultice should be first be covered with sweet oil or glycerin to protect the skin. Okay, so that's interesting that this, like, could be medically used, because flaxseed nowadays, it's like a health food. So that's really interesting that is on there. Measurement for that is 8 inches tall by 3 inches wide. Anything that's hanging off the tin is where I get the width measurement from. Different from the kitsch cans from the soda can arrangements, but I knew that this had to have something Halloween-y on the top of it when I found it. But I'm not, Pam just popped in there with a 36. Thank you so much, Pam. So we're looking for 37 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amie, that witch is fantastic. The can's good, but if y'all love spun heads, like, that witch is fantastic.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Miss Pam, congratulations. It is coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
All right, Amie, $18 choice. $18 choice. And I have choice on some fall colored pose dolls. Okay.
Those are cute.
Tina found these the other week, and I think they are very color appropriate. They're in very good vintage condition. Remember, the pose dolls do discolor a little with age. They are stockinette. Sometimes it does weather, but these are in very good condition. And if you saw my reel, I did kind of pose them kind of the way Amie poses things and creates things, but those cans will be coming later. But I thought they did look good on top of them. So if you did see my reel, you can kind of see my idea. So she is your first one to choose from, and she is actually made by Vanity Fair. So she has an original Vanity Fair tag on her. So if you guys know Vanity Fair, she's probably a higher quality pose doll. The only condition issue she has is she has a little thinning right here, right above her eye. But her yarn hair is in super good condition. She does have an original little hanger, so she could have been, hung or, put somewhere. The way she is now, I have her standing. She measures about 13 inches tall. So she has sort of a 1960s sort of trench coat on, let's call it, or it is just like a four-breasted, shirt that she's wearing. Although I feel like it's more like a coat. So I thought she would be fun if you had fun little witch hats. You could definitely make her a little witch. She does have some black pants on, or they look like black pantyhose, whatever you want them. She does have some undergarments on underneath, so she is fully clothed, and she is this cute little blonde. And again, the only condition issue is, let's get in here close on her face. You can see there is a little thinning right there above her one eye, but she's this beautiful blue-eyed, almost like a very turquoisey style blue eye. The face is in super good condition, and they even went as far detailing wise as to give her two little nostrils. So the Vanity Fair is always like a higher quality pose doll. So there she is.
I agree.
And then you can see they did give her some felted little shoes. I don't know if they were supposed to be maybe a yellow, but they're definitely more like an off-white. They're reading true to color on the screen, so they could be a pale yellow, but I'm not sure. So she'll be your first choice at $18. So your second one is your more made in, of course, the other one's made in Japan, but this one is your traditional made in Japan one. And she's got this fun plaid little outfit. She has her plaid little top here with her collars. You can see her blonde little hair. She has her fun little hat on. Her pom-pom might have a little discoloration, but again, these are old. They are made all of fabric. So she does have underoos on. The only condition issue that I could find is there's just maybe a little splitting there to the fabric. And of course, this is like a light orange colored. I love how they gave her thumbs. I love how they made the hands on these. I just think it's so fun. She definitely has a 1960s kind of flair to her. She's a blue-eyed girl as well. And again, she's wearing this fun plaid little dress. And you can pose these. I would say, though, as these get older, I wouldn't go being like radical with them and bending them too much because some of the armature on the inside could poke through. I do think here on the back, that is maybe some glue residue, but these are in superb condition. And again, you can pose them however you want. The way she's standing, she's coming in just at about 11 inches tall. So $18 choice on these vintage pose dolls. Let me hold them so you can see this one again is Vanity Fair. This one would just be your made in Japan with no company name. So not seeing any interest. So let's do a countdown of interest on them. They're $18 choice. So if anyone's interested, remember guys, we won't be doing a recap. Oh, and before we get there, you can pose the head however you want. I kind of liked her head tilted to the side. I thought it was sort of endearing on her, so I didn't move her head at all, but you could do that. So $18, let's do a countdown of interest on them. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it's choice on pose dolls. They're both in fall style colors, Halloween colors. They're in really good condition and they're really, really fun. And if nobody wants them, we'll send them to Mother Tuckers. All right. Thank you, Karen.
All right. Okay, I also have a choice for my next round. And let me get it highlighted. There we go. Okay, starting at 16. I usually don't pick up Annalie's. I do once in a while, but not very often. But these guys got me. They were just so perfect for right now. And I did not add the leaves. Those are original to them. They're little fall pixies, which I thought were stinking cute. And then later on, I found that this is coming later. Actually, that will probably be my next round. But look how cute they look together, the little pixies for Halloween or for fall. And they are vintage, Annalie. These aren't newer ones. These are from 1994. That is what their tag says on the back side. So they're both from 1994, and I just love them. So let's look at each one. So the little orange guy, there he is. He's got the cute little happy face painted on, and he's holding like a variegated orange and yellow little leaf, and all felt little pixie suits. Super cute, of course, bendy. Now I was bending them while I was sitting here, and I did get them to stand. So as I have them right now, I don't know if it's going to work on a non-level surface, but there we go. They do both stand. I did get them. So they have big wire feet to help them stand. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. So that is the first one, again, from 1994. And the other one is Nikki. I see you're 17. Thank you so much. Is the kind of goldy. He's showing a little weird on color, but he's kind of like a dark gold in the suit. It's showing like weird green right now, but it's not. It's like golden rod, dark gold, and he's holding on to a yellow leaf. And same kind of deal. I do like their big O feet, and again marked 94 on the back. Both really nice condition. Actually, I didn't write down. I measured these, but I didn't write them down. They're 7.5 inches tall, and then with their like leaf span, if that's even a thing, their leaf span is about 6.5 inches.
It is now.
A leaf span. All right. I think they're darn cute. And actually, when I was researching these, there's a much larger pixie, a much larger one, like a 15 or 16 inch one. That kind of goes along. There's a whole series of these guys in different colors, holding different color leaves. But I thought they were darn cute. All right, so let me get caught up on the chat. All right, looks like Buttermilk and Cream has got the high bid right now at 20. So this is for choice. You can either pick gold or orange. You can certainly take both if you're the winner. But let's count them down. Anybody that is bidding, you can certainly put in a just in case bid into the chat during the countdown. 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid ends.
These are definitely different, Amy. I've never seen these before.
Well, back here on the bed, I don't know if it's kind of like it's back there. Do you see that? There's like found a giant Annalie Christmas cat with a mouse and mistletoe. Right. So I'm trying to not, but they're getting to me.
They're good.
What it is. Good. Their cuteness is getting to me. Okay. Some just in cases there at the end. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. So Nikki had a just in case 38, Buttermilk had a just in case of 45, but Karen had a just in case of 50. So for 46, Karen, let me know orange or gold. And Buttermilk gets second choice if Karen doesn't take both, and then Nikki is on deck after that. I can just watch the chat and we'll get Jason going. Thank you so much. Okay.
$20, Amy. $20. And hopefully we have folks here tonight that have a sense of humor. So I hope we have folks that have a sense of humor. So Miss Karen's taken both of those epic Annalies.
You got it, Karen. Thank you.
This also glows in the dark, but I saw that Amy had some devils. I thought I would bring my devil. So Mother Tuckers, of course, has to have
It glows in the dark?
It does glow in the dark.
Really? I didn't know these glowed in the dark.
Yeah, depending what kind of paint they used on these used to sell at a lot of gift stores like Hallmark stores and stuff, and they were supposed to be fun little, and also Spencer's I think sold them. They were supposed to be fun little little jokes and things. So I forget the exact manufacturer. I think they were called Paula's. They're made in the USA. This one says Paula 1968. So $20, you could have your own fun little devil. He's made of I almost want to say he's made of some kind of a pulp thin. He's not styrofoam, but he's almost like a weird lightweight resin. They made a lot of that in the 1960s. These were originally made of maybe it was in the 70s. They were more of the rubber. So hopefully you guys can see. He glows. Let's see if we can show you. He glows a bright orange, like a very, very bright orange underneath black light. Okay, so that's getting a little washed out, but you're right, Tracy. These are really fun. So of course we have fun little devil guy here. He has his horn, and I'm a horny little devil. So I think he's really fun. I actually used to collect these for a long time, and I never was able to find a devil. So I found him the other day, and I saw that Amy had some of her devils, and I thought, well, hers are very kitschy. Mine, I think, is more comical. So I think he would be fun.
I've never seen one of those in person. I knew they existed, but I've never come across a devil one either.
I thought he would be fun to, of course, mix in with your devils for Halloween, or he would be really fun at Valentine's Day. So I thought maybe if you need the, the white elephant gift, is that what they call it? Maybe this would make a fun little gift. So he's in super good condition. He measures about 4 3/4 inches tall and about 3 inches wide. Look at the fun, evil details on him. There is no paint wear. That's the way they painted him. And then they gave him this fun little plastic horn. And I'm a horny little devil. So he is on this fun little platform that they put them on. Here is what it's marked on the back. So it's a Paula and it's 1968. Each one of them had their own little number and they were made in the USA. They have this fun little fabric or felt on the bottom so that they don't slide and fall. That is usually the typical color that I see. Again, yeah, Karen, most fathers usually had these, or
it's usually kids, isn't it? Usually they're just a off-white kind of color.
They are. They're almost like an oatmeal kind of color, an off-white, and they're supposed to be fun little tchotchkes or trophies that you give people.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be just sort of like a ha-ha funny gift, like a souvenir piece. So again, I thought he was really fun, really unique. Again, this is one of those things that you kind of place in your house, and when folks come over, it's a fun conversation piece. So again, look at his face. Look at the mustache. Again, they do.
Who does he remind me of? There's an actor or somebody that looks like that face with the mustache. I can't think of who it is.
Gosh, I don't know. Yes, Tracy, they did, and they used to award these as trophies. So, but again, the devil in this series is not one that you find that often. There were bigger ones. This is one of the earlier versions. It is that weird. I don't want to say it's composition. It's almost, you know, when we sell the angels at Christmas time and it's that pulp, that composition pulp.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is like and what this is poured into. But I don't see any interest. That's okay. He's $20. We'll do a countdown of interest. Maybe somebody wants a fun little gift to give somebody at Christmas time. Maybe somebody wants to put this in with their Valentine's Day, or again, this time of the year for Halloween. It's super fun. So we'll do a countdown of interest from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, and a lot of these were like number one dad. Some of them were like, best bowler, best boss, best lover.
Oh, yeah, the bowler ones. I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Okay, there's no takers. Thank you, guys.
All right. 16 is my next round. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, of course, being here. We appreciate it. All right. I do have another October children's magazine. This one is from 1968, and it is the Wee Wisdom. I don't think I've found any of these so far this season, but I do like to look at these. They always have cute little stories and graphics. So I picked this one up because the little pixies are helping to carve the pumpkin, which I think is pretty darn cute. There we go for that. There's a little bit of wear to it, but overall pretty nice condition on it. And I have a couple pages marked in here. Well, the front cover, it says The Kitten in the Mirror, and it says you need a mirror to read this. So it's all backwards, the print and the cover. I was trying to read it. I can read it, but it's a whole story about a kitten, but it's all written backwards. So you actually have to like take it in the bathroom and read it. The masquerade party here in the front, which is pretty cool. All the kids in their costumes. Look at the witch and the owl in the window. That's cool for a background. Erin, I see you're 17. Thank you so much. Let me get to the next one. I'm not going to show everything in here. This one I thought was really cool. This is actually when I leafed through this. This is what sold me on it, The Mystery of the Flying Saucer. Okay. So there's actually like space kind of sci-fi thing in here. Here's another fun Inky's Halloween treat, which is Inky's the cat, the black cat there in the corner, the fun little kids in their costumes. Hi, Celeste. Welcome in. Good to see you tonight. We've got the spook party with all the ghosts. That one's pretty good. I also really like the anthropomorphic moon in that one. Just a couple more and I'll count it down. There's a Winnie the Witch that you can cut out and make out of construction paper. There are the directions to do that. There's some like activities in here. There's puzzles. I did want to note this one that the crossword puzzle has been filled out there on that page, and this little page here. All right, that has been filled out. What else? Oh, this is cute. It's a little coloring page. It's got a little pixie that has the paint bucket that's trying to paint the leaves for the fall time. So you want to color that in with your fall colors. And I wanted to end with the back cover because when you open it up, you can see the full scene of all the pixies. And the one has found a witchy mask that is way too big because the pixies are small, and you can kind of see the size reference there for carving the pumpkin. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so let's count it down. Blueberry Barn's in at 17, so we're looking for 18 or more. Again, it is from 1968. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's my last Halloween magazine. I'm fresh out.
Those Wee Wisdoms are really fun.
All right, Jamie popped in there with a 20. MJ did put in a just in case, and so did Aaron. And there's Karen's bid end. So with the just in cases in play, Blueberry Barn with your just in case of 30 over MJ's 22. This is coming to you for $23. Congratulations, Erin. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, Amy, before I give you the price on this, look, guys, I know that this is a high-priced item. I know that it's going to be a high-priced item. This is going to take a collector, okay? It's going to take a collector.
It's really good, though.
If we don't have a collector here tonight, it's perfectly all right. But I am going to start it less here than when I take it somewhere else, okay? So it's going to start, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start it at $115, Amy. I'm going to start at $115. I was blessed enough to find one of these. These traditionally sell for a lot more. This one is in perfect condition. This is Ultimate Kitsch right here. This is one of the long-legged deers. It is marked Bambi. Well, thank you, Sandra. I see your 115. So it is marked Bambi underneath. You can see that there is no damage at all to the legs. So, Nicholas, I see your 116. There is no damage at all to the ears. There's minimal crazing. There is one little manufacturing defect. When they poured the mold, there's like a little dip in the ear. I'll try to show you, but that is glazed over. I'm nitpicking because this is an investment. Like, this is like kitsch. Like, they came facing two different ways. So this one, the way I'm holding it, it is facing. Sometimes, depending how they were painted, some are a little darker, but this one has all of its brown details on all of the legs. You can see that the grass, even the little daisies, are in superb condition. There is a little bit of yellowing here at the belly and here on the chest of the deer. The eyes are very good. Some of these, I did some research and have seen they didn't always stamp the eyes very good. These eyes are done beautifully. All of the little brown dots are very symmetrical. Somebody took good care of this. You can see the burgundy here in the ears. It's just a gorgeous piece. It measures 9.5 inches tall and it is 6 inches wide. So, Carrie, I do see your 125. Guys, if you've never seen one of these in person, these are epic. Like, this is going to be.
I wanted to collect these back in the day, and then I realized how hard they were to find, so I did not. I've only ever found the planter, ever.
I have never had one of these in person. I've seen one in a locked case, but I've never had one in person. None of the legs are damaged or broke. So you can see the face. Again, no chips, no cracks. There's no blemishes. Oh, I forgot to show you the back. I love how they airbrushed a little bit of the yellow here on the back. So there's not much more I can tell you. Amy, do we even know a manufacturer? I couldn't find a manufacturer on this.
No, I've seen some people attribute it to Napco, but I've never seen any with any foil stickers or markings or anything like that. So, no.
Gotcha. And you can see where it is stamped Bambi. And guys, I'm sorry if I'm freezing. I don't know what's going on with the climate, but you can tell that I'm having some internet issues, but I know I'm freezing. So we'll hold it as
that's
close as we
cute.
can.
I think they wrote that on the bottom.
Well, that I found, that's underneath. That's underneath the glaze. Have you ever seen one of those before?
No, because I've never found one of these in person. The planter I have had of the same deer, but that didn't have Bambi on the bottom of it. No.
Yeah, the other ones that I found examples of, they have Bambi written almost in like they're mimicking the Disney font almost.
Interesting.
So they want to call them Bambi. And there it is completely all the way around with no issues. So let's go ahead and count it down. Thank you so much, Nicole, for your 130. Carrie, I see you in at 150. Let's go ahead and count it down, guys. You have to be an active bidder to use it just in case. Again, no damage. At 150 with Carrie. Looking for 151. Let's go ahead and count it down. Nicole's back in at 155, so we're looking for 156 or more. So let's go ahead and count it down. It is some epic kitsch. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1. Bid end. Carrie, I see your 175. Thank you guys so much. Again, there are no issues at all with the deer. It's in very, very good condition. Isabel, I see your 180. Thank you guys so much for all the bids. This is one of the best ones that I have found. So there is our bid end. So, wow. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Carrie had the top just in case of 200. So, Sandra D, I get to hand deliver to you for 201. Thank you all for the bids. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Sandra.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a good deer right there.
It
That's
is a really good deer.
Yes, congratulations. Good, good, good. Hi,
Thank
Isabel. Good to see you tonight. Okay, I have next up. I have never brought one of these to a live sale because I don't see them. I've seen a couple at the doll shows that Mom and I go to, and I have one in my personal collection which I will show to you. But these do not come around. There's not a lot of these out there. So if you guys saw my Springfield video from a couple weekends ago, I did find him at the Extravaganza. And this is a Wee Woolies, and he is made in Austria. And he is just the softest little guy. And these are super collectible, right up there with Steiff. That's why there's not a lot of them around. This is made by Valley of Chad out of London, but it was manufactured in Austria. And there are really not a lot of these around, if you can imagine that, because they're so tiny. There's even smaller ones. There's some that are about half the size. They originally would come in little plastic tubes, sold in high-end department and gift stores. And this is the little owl. And he is just the cutest thing ever. Now, I did try and test his eyes. They do not glow, unfortunately. Some of the Steiff owl eyes do glow, but this guy does not. He does have a little, little chenille stems for the feet and the little beaky. He's got little, tiny little sprigs of yarn for his little owl ears up at the top. And he is he does have wire armature, so you can kind of bend and pose him, but I would be careful with that. He is small. He's just 2.5 by 2, and that's why they're called Wee Woolies, because they're wee. They're tiny. And I'll show you mine. And this guy's not for sale. Okay, I did pay quite a bit for mine a few years ago. Mine is a little deer. Shocking, I know. But mine is a little deer, and there's I don't know how many animals there are, but I know that there's probably at least 30 different animals. There might be more than that. There's cats, there's dogs, there's forest critters, there's fantasy animals, like all sorts of things. They're so cute. So I can't believe that I found him. He is chenille. He is chenille, KB. Yep, he is chenille. The body of this is a little bit more fluffier chenille, like the wings are more of that bump chenille. Hopefully you can kind of see the shape on that one. And then they're airbrush painted. And then the feet and the beak are just regular chenille. But yeah, made in Austria. All right, so let's count this down. Let me get caught up in the chat. I am behind. I apologize. I see Isabel is in at 25. So we're looking for 26. Actually, Nikki's in at 26. So we're looking for 27 or more. Let's count him down. I am going to a doll show this weekend. Maybe they'll have some more. We'll see. Okay, let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hooty hoo. Bid end.
I've never seen one of these before.
I don't see them very often. I think I've only seen, there's one lady, one other dealer lady that sets up at one of the Doll and Bear shows that has, I think she has 3 of them. And I haven't ever come across any other ones. All right, so there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki, your 61 did come in after the bid end. So Nikki had a just in case of 48, but Isabel had a just in case of 60. So Isabel, it's yours for 49. Thank you so much. Hooty hoo. Okay, let me get Jason over. Oh, I love this cat. It's so cute.
$20, Amy. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. And when you guys find out what this is now, I found this over the weekend. This is going to be your kitschy black cat for your Halloween displays. Okay, so it does have what I believe is its original pink little bow. I don't know if the bell's original, but I left it the way it is. So It does have its little felt eyelids in pink. The ears, the insides are pink. It's in very good, clean condition. I figured for Halloween, you could take the pink bow off. You could put a bright orange one on if you want and make it very Halloween, okay? But here is the fun part. It is made by Rushon. So this is a Rushon. So this is a Rushon black cat. Now you can see there is some fraying here to the tag. That's the only real condition issue, but I'll let the new owner trim that off. So this is made by Rushon. Thank you, Trendolin. I see you're 20. Miss Pussycat is in very good, clean condition. She seems to like her ear cocked back like that. Now, you guys could work on getting it to sit down a little bit. But overall, super clean, no stains at all. You can see where it is stitched up. But it's just fun. And I actually sold, I think, to Karen, I think she has the Siamese cat. The Siamese cat was sort of thinner. This one is a little more plump, and it is a little softer than some of the Rushons that I've had before. So there is armature in the legs. You can feel that there is wire in the legs. I don't know that you want to go bending it or trying to bend it. Puss does sit by itself. Tail's in very good condition. Look how vibrant and how dark and clean that fabric is. So it does have a little bit of fur that comes off, not like fur come off, but you know, with the old stuffed animals, sometimes you get one or two little flakes of fur that comes off because they're a little bit
eyelashes.
But it's in such good condition. So Trendolin, thank you. I see you for 33 again. No funky smells, no issues. The way it sits 12 inches tall. So again, it will sit on its own. And I do believe, I mean, this is an older bell. I mean, I don't know if they originally put a bell on it, but it is definitely a bell from the 60s. But we'll leave it on. I think the other bell is long since gone, and I believe that's its original little bow. And if it's reading and it is washed out, this is pale pink. The nose is pale pink. The ears are pale pink, and we have a fun little red tail. So little red tongue on there. So super good, clean condition. And you can feel, even as I feel in here through the middle, there's wire in there. So at one time you could have posed this probably a little different. I don't know that you want to go doing it now to this one. So let's go ahead and count this kitty cat down. Again, it is made by Rushon. So we're looking for 51 or more. Thank you so much, Trendolin. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nicole, I see you're 51. So we're looking for 52 or more on the Rushon black cat with pink details. But I believe it's its original bow. Missing one of its bells, but it's in really good vintage condition. No tears, no stains.
Jingle bells are easy to replace.
They are. And I was thinking if you took that off, put an orange one on for Halloween. So, Nicole, you didn't need it. Congratulations. Kitty cat is yours for 51. Hello, Tippy Winks. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much.
And welcome in, Brenda. Good to see you ladies tonight. Thank you for being here. All right. I do have some antique ephemera tonight. I do love me a good antique signature book. And I brought this one tonight because it was kind of fall colored with that burgundy velvety goodness on the cover. And this one, before I show you the inside, it dates from 1888 to start. And then there are signatures in here that go up to 1894. So they kept it around a while. It does have some wear. Typically, these do have a little, you know, where they were handled and opened and closed. But it does have the album that you can still see in the center. There is the back side. Pretty good, I think. And I'm going to show you sandwiched in here. Do you see that section right in here? Mm-hmm. And it's full of Victorian scrap, die cuts, calling cards, that sort of thing, that are pasted in there. And there's a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to be able to show them all, my goodness, but I will show you a few of them. I did mark a few. And it was presented to Meda Reeves, M-E-D-A. That's not a name that I have come across before. Meda Reeves for Christmas 1888. And I love to look at these. This is the only color plate page that is in here. You can see that there was something torn out of the front there, probably just the cover page before the color plate there. with the fun little boat. It is full. The album is full. I love to look at the handwriting in these, but I also like when there is Victorian scrap in here. It's kind of a bonus. And like there's kind of an example one. That one's very highly detailed in there. I think this was one that may your Chucks. No, that is not the one I wanted to read. I did like to read maybe a couple of them that are in here. Here's that one. That is really cool there. That says my regards there. That looks like the front to a calling card there. But this one I had marked. It looks like some sort of shorthand, you know, code that a lot of people would write that way in the back. Right. Unless you wrote that way, you would not have any. I have no idea what that says. No idea. Maybe some of you might be able to decipher that and wrote in shorthand back in the day. But I certainly can't read that. But I had to mark that because I've never seen that in a signature book before. Here's another page with that lovely lady. I think this is the one I wanted. May your life be as happy and free from care as the rose of the garden and birds of the air. Frank, 1889. I liked that one. There's a couple more that I had marked. Here's another. That's a very large one there with the sailboat. And a lot of them, because they've been impressed for so long, have left an impression on the opposite page of where the scrap is folded in there. Here's another one. Basket. I didn't count how many scraps are in there. There's quite a few. But I really liked to look at the handwriting and some of the inscriptions. A lot of them wrote limericks, that sort of thing in here, little poems. People were very creative back in the day, writing their little poetry of remembrance there. And then the last one, this I thought was funny. I've also never seen this in a signature book. This is the very last page in here. Let me get caught up on the chat, and I will read this as we count it down, okay? Before we count it down. It says, "Dear reader, on this page, almost out of sight, has the only place she would let me write. So I'll not sign my name through spite." I really like that as the last page. Somebody got snarky on the last page. All right. So that's all I'm going to show. I'll leave the rest for the new owner to read. These are great to read through. Dana's at 34, so we're looking for 35 or night, 35 or more. Good night, Jennifer. Stay safe. And we'll count this down. We're looking for 35 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Usually you would have the person that you have a crush on sign the 16th page. Interesting.
Oh, I never knew that. Who said that?
Tracy.
Tracy. Okay.
You know that. I always check the 16th page.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look at that while Jason starts here. Dana did put in a just in case, but she didn't need it. It is coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
All right, Amy, $6 choice. $6 choice, and I have 4 for you to choose from. These are either Halloween from October, or they kind of fit the party theme. So the first one is from 1944. This is put out by Dennison. So this is a Dennison, and this is their gay decorations for parties, dances, and banquets, okay? So this one I think is just fun to use in your Halloween display because, of course, it is black and orange. It has all that fun, like confetti, and then all these kids are having a good time. And look, it was 10 cents, and it's kind of like ribbon, you know, unwinding. So it also even has this is your Dennison craft service, and it even has the original letter that they wrote to you with on the inside, okay? So this one covers all of the holidays, gives you all kinds of different crafting ideas that you guys could do. You guys can make some kind of different like lights, almost like out of paper mache. What I loved about this one was the inside. This also, it gives you actually the stock numbers and the ideas of the different pieces for the holidays that Dennison put out. So it actually shows you almost all of the different Valentines that you could get. It gave you the stock numbers, St. Patrick's Day. It gave you the patriotic Easter all the way down. So if you guys are like a diehard die cut or Dennison collector, this would kind of be your go-to to learn stock numbers, what they offered, and what you could have bought for like your windows, your walls, and all those different ideas. So this is a fun thing to have if you are a Dennison collector. So this gave you different ideas for all the holidays. So that was some of your patriotic ideas. Hopefully you guys can zoom in on this. Let me get to, so here we have sparkling with snow. This gave you all different ideas on how to decorate with a snow theme. So it actually gave you point by point what it told you to do. It gave you crafting ideas, and it gave you references on what to do. So this was supposed to be your New Year's Eve. You were going to do a decorate with snowmen. It told you how to hang like some balls in with the chandelier. Then it gave you different ideas. Oh, that was the original letter that fell out. And then it shows you the original Dennison Happy New Year sign and how you were supposed to place it and decorate. They had one for you to do a sunny Spain. They actually have one, the honor of the passing, which would have been more of the war effort because it was 1944. Here we have the gay carnival spirit. So here, clown alert, you have some kitschy clowns in there. So $6. I'm trying to remember, and I want to find very quickly, bear with me. I thought there was one that showed all Halloween in here. You'd think I would have been as ready as Amy and marked the pages. So this one is your Valentine's. I don't see one that has a ton of Halloween in there, okay? But this is going to be your first choice at $6. That I'm selling you basically to use that in your decor. Now, these are fun. I have 3 different pack of funds, and these are fun to just use the covers as display or to actually craft some of the things on the inside. All 3 of these are from the October month. All 3 different years. These are all Halloween themed, okay? So your first one that you can choose from is 1956. So here's your 1956 one. This is your October of 56. Remember, these were shipped to people, so they do have return addresses on the front. John, I see you're 6. Thank you so much. Also, remember, some of these came from a different era. I didn't find anything that is like ethically wrong by today's standards, but please remember the era in which they were created. But okay, so here's some fun ideas. These were different trick-or-treat bags that you guys could make for the children, make little kitty cats. The first one is 1956. This is my favorite. This is Frank the Farmer. These were supposed to be made out of cardboard and bags. You were supposed to make these fun little puppets. So there's Frank the Farmer. There is his cow. What is his cow's name? These are called impromptu puppets. They just go with other animals. They never did name Frank's cow and give him a name. So these are fun to just leaf through and to actually try some of the crafts because remember, these used to put on the projector, make them bigger onto the wall. That's how you got the bigger sizes. So they were small, and then that's how you got a different size. So they were what were they? That would have been cardboard roll puppets. So let me show you in the front here, and we'll move on to the next one. These are just fun. If you can just give me a moment here with these. My fingers aren't working today. Each one has a full Halloween section in it, and I don't want to rip it. All these books here, these small ones, they measure just about 8 by 8.5. So here it shows you some of the different Halloween costumes, okay? So different Halloween costume ideas. So this one does have a little tear right here in the back by there. So that is the oldest one at 1956. Then we have 1959. It does look like somebody wrote on the front extra. But
that is so cute. She's
knitting little spiders. Like, and then you have like the peppermint stick with the just so fun. So this one gives you all kinds of different. Look, it teaches you how to make your anthropomorphic autumn leaf decor. I won't show you guys everything, but this one does show you 8 different animal puppets. They were big on making the puppets back then. And then this one also shows you how to make some of the different animal costumes for Halloween. And then there was one other page, I think, in this. Yeah, this one's one of my favorite. This one shows you how to make Halloween party favors out of pipe cleaners. So here, look, you would make the little witch. Kind of reminds me of Amy's witch that she sold earlier.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And then it shows you how to make the little ghost and then the little spider, all out of things around the house. There's the ghoulish, devil. So that one is going to be your one from 1959. And then last one is the one I previewed, which I think that's really fun. How they took the smoke and turned that into a witch coming out of the jack-o'-lantern from 1960. And again, they're all in good vintage condition. Let me show you one of the, first of all, this one gives you some different gravel mosaic, which I think was the predecessor to then the smaller gravel art later in the 1960s. This one taught you how to make like a spooky house, how to make some witches, and to make some bats and things. And then there was one other page I wanted to show you in this. And do you think I can find it? Yes, this one is my favorite. This teaches you how to make some of these little kitschy centerpieces. So it teaches you how to make the kitty cat. And then, yeah, so that one is in this one. So you'll claim it by the date of 1960. This one will be 1959. And then we have 1956, and then this one is going to just be party book. So this one will be party book 56, 59, or 60. So we're in at 7 with Aaron. We're looking for 8 or more. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The one with the ghost, I think if you have one of those ink erasers, you might be able to get that off the front. If you get one of those fancy ink erasers, you could be able to take that off the front. But they're all fun. They're chock full. And I didn't even show you everything in all of them. So Aaron is the first one in with a just in case of 12 right before the bid end. MJ had the second. So Aaron, you get first choice. Let me know. Did you want, I forget what I called this. We'll call this one party book. Party book. This one is 1960. We have 1959. And then we have 56. So you want the 1961? Okay, that one is yours. Thank you very much, Aaron. So MJ, you get choice on, did you want 59? Did you want 56? Or did you want party? And I didn't even show you everything that the party book has in it. So you get next. You will take the rest. All right, MJ, congratulations. Have fun making parties. Have fun making parties. Thank you so much.
Well, I think that that first book that you showed would be good, like if you collect like the seals or the Dennison like paper lines. That way you can have a reference point. I think that's
exactly
cool. Okay. I have a choice as well for my next round, and it's going to start at 16. I had some of these in the springtime that I picked up in Rockford, Illinois, and I haven't been able to make it back there. But when we were in Wisconsin a couple weekends ago, I was like, I got to go back and see if there's some fall ones. And there was. So I did have some of these in the springtime. I'm apologizing for the glare. I'm trying to see what's the best way to show these. Maybe sideways, because they are encased in plastic. They're shrink wrapped in here, so I didn't want to take the plastic off. But these are framed pages from Elizabeth Gordon, The Flower Children from 1910. All right. And these are book pages out of that book. And I specifically wanted to go back to this antique mall because I wanted to look for some kind of fall themed flowers. And these were the two that I picked out. And I'll show you each one. So they are matted. So there is a colored mat over top of the book page, and then they're shrink wrapped in there to keep it all together. So pretty easy to pop into a frame. So we'll start with this one, and this one is so you can see it says Flower Children up at the top, and I apologize for the glare. There we go. Now you can see the illustration should be nice and focused for you. So this is Madame Dahlia, like her name, is a very stately dame. Her family is so polite, it is a joy to meet them, quite. And her mat board is kind of like a dark maroon color to pull out the colors in her petals there for that one. And the other one is, I really liked this one. She got me. So the mat on this one is brown. And let's see if we can get her to focus. There we go. Look all the way down to her socks and shoes.
Wow,
saucy little black-eyed Susan, when her mother caught her snoozing, rubbed her sleepy eyes and said she guessed she'd toddle off to bed. I really liked that one. So those are the two choices, and I won't get a chance to go back there until the spring next year. I might pick out a few more to bring back, but these are the ones that I snagged for the fall. Again, from 1910, Elizabeth Gordon from the Flower Children book. So each of the mats measure 8.5 by 11.5, and each of the openings are 4 by 7. Okay, so that helps you to pick out a frame. Pretty standard 8.5 by 11.5 is a pretty standard frame that you can find most places. All right, so Blueberry Barn is in at 16. This is for choice. So let's count it down. We are looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These are so good. And where did these come from? Were these from books?
Yes, Elizabeth Gordon's The Flower Children book. Yeah, yes. They're actually pages like out of that book.
Out of the book.
So probably the book wasn't in good condition, and then they just decided to mat them and shrink wrap them and, you know, make them really nice and presentable. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Erin, let me know if you want Dahlia or Black-Eyed Susan or both. And then we can get Jason started. I'll just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
Those are fantastic, Amy. She wants them both. Okay.
Okay, you got it. Thank you so much.
She bought one in the spring. Okay. $12 choice. $12 choice. And I'm going to call this advertising. It's going to be choice between the vintage, and I believe these are 1960s because they don't have barcodes on them. So I think they're from 1960s. They're like nut tins. So they're very appropriate for your fall displays. This one is Bauer's Old Fashioned Peanut Crunch. There is a little bit of wear, okay, maybe underneath, maybe a little bit of rusting underneath, but they're in very good vintage condition. They have a very nice patina. So $12 choice, a little bit of wear on the top. This would have been a 1 pound. It would have contained... the ingredients were peanuts, cane sugar, corn syrup, molasses, and salt. Oh, my God. That's when it was all natural food. And this was manufactured by Earl S. Bowers Company in Morristown, New Jersey. So there is the back. And this is like a litho on the tin. These are nice, heavy tins. There's what you're dealing with in the bottom. These make awesome risers. Like, they almost look like fall leaves. So let me get the lid off for you. This first one I'm showing you measures 5 inches tall by about 4 1/4. So I got the lid off before we went live. So they do fit very firm. Let me go ahead. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, I got it. It's all right. So they fit snug. So if you wanna play a prank on somebody, have them take the lid off.
But all you need is like a spring-loaded snake to put in there.
Man, talk about it. It came off easy before I went live. I must have put it on good and snug. So there's the inside. So didn't hurt nothing. It sounded worse than it was. It just bounced off because I sell from a metal table. So $12, that's your first one. I didn't put it on as snug in case we got to take it off again. I love those graphics. The Bowers Old Fashioned Peanut Crunch. And it is like a tan and brown color. Tan and brown color. Measures 5 by 4 1/4. If you needed any ideas on what to use them for, you guys can see my reel. I kind of used them as risers and had the pose dolls sitting on them. So didn't the graphics from back then just make you hungry? Look, you can actually see.
Yeah, you can see the grains of salt on there.
I mean, it was really good. So, and I think Amy's used this one before in her kitsch cans. I think this one is the salted mixed nuts. I love the graphic of the tops on the side. And this one is out of Pitt. I think I was with you when you got one of these because this one's out of Pittsburgh. So it's out of
I did buy some in Pittsburgh. I know I did.
So minimal wear on it. You can see just light, but you know what? For these tins being from the 60s, you kind of want that. I think it gives it a fun feel. This measures 4 by 4 1/4. I remember there was a time when we showed these over on Instagram. Folks went nuts for these advertising tins to like, use in, using your displays, because, what happens is if you're doing something for, hello, Catworm. If you guys are doing like a fall display, you need to get things higher in the back. And that's what these are good for. Like instead of buying those plastic acrylic shelves, use some vintage tins or use some vintage cardboard pieces, sit them. So right here, look, you have 2 different sizes. And if you're using it for fall or for Halloween, these colors fit in. You put a little bit of orange on top of it, it's going to pop the rest. So this one even has its little slot where you would have put its key in to pop the top. So there is no major scratches. Some of these had horrible scratches on the graphics. These look fun. Even if you're doing like a mock general store display, these would be fun too. We actually put these on our counter. And if you want to use them, you put a little Ziploc bag of whatever you want to seal on the inside. They become your canister set. So 5 inches tall. This one is the Bowers. Again, no barcodes. So we're prior to the UPC barcode era, and they're nice thick tin. This one, that lid you have to work to get off, but that's when it was made with quality. This was U.S. steel at its best, baby. So thank you, Catworm. I see you at 12. It will be on choice. This one we will call Bowers. This one we will call Top. So Bowers or Top. Let's count it down. 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm telling you guys, if you see these at the thrift store or if you see them at a yard sale, pick them up because these aren't getting any easier to find. Honest to Pete. So fun advertising, and this one will be Tops, and that one will be Bowers, and it's good to see you, Catworm. There's the bid end. So $12, Catworm. Bowers is yours. She knew which one she wanted. She came to get it. Thank you so much. Congrats.
Karen, I don't know if you have ever made a peanut butter and banana sandwich, but if you make a peanut butter and banana quesadilla, the peanut butter gets all melty. It's very hard to eat, but it's delicious. I highly recommend it. If you're a peanut butter fan, that's something you got to try. Okay. I have a Halloween item up next. And this guy, I forgot about him, I guess. So that's why we're bringing him tonight. This is new old stock Beistle, 1970s Beistle. I love the packaging. Of course, that black and orange geometric patterning up at the top. Has the hang hole, so you could just totally hang that on the wall as is. That's what I would do with it. But if you wanted to, you could totally put this centerpiece together as it was meant to be. And it is a larger centerpiece. It is that thicker cardboard, and it looks just like the picture on the front. It is the spooky ghost on top of the casket with the little rats holding onto the candle. There's a little wear to the paint on the front of the packaging, but not terrible. You can see down here in the corner, it says a Beistle creation. And when you put the centerpiece together, it measures 11 by 12. So completely die cut. So we'll turn it around to the back so you can see, ooh, spooky. I love the bright purple and green on the ghosty. There's the little rats that you could poke out, punch out of there, and then the little casket pieces. And then it shows you on the back how you're supposed to fold all the pieces and pop them into their little tabs to make your little centerpiece. I think it's pretty spectacular. I don't find Beistle like in the original packaging. Like, I just don't see it. I really don't. If I do, it's usually like the little jointed skeletons, that sort of thing. Those are pretty common. Aaron Blueberry Bonner wants your Tops can. Did you see that?
Yep, I was just messaging. Thank you. I got you, Aaron.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay. And so the packaging, well, actually, It's from the 70s. This, from what I can tell from my research, there's no barcode on the packaging. So I think it's probably, when did barcodes come out?
Oh God, it was the late 60s. It was the late 60s. And Amy, this one glows. I sold this one years ago.
Does it?
And it glows, like it'll light up a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It certainly does. Oh yeah. Especially the pinky orange color.
Yeah. So if you
put the rats have glowy ears and eyes, and then the green and the like pinky color for the ghost glow.
And it lights up your Halloween display. Like if you have a black light on your Halloween, that's gonna glow like your uranium.
It does have the circle up here where like a price sticker or something would go, but there's no barcoding on it. But I do believe it's from the 70s, probably mid 70s for this decoration. And let's do a countdown of interest on it. I was looking for 16. So we are going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh.
Gonna get you. Ghost is gonna get you. And I don't know why they always gave a ghost like a candle. Like, the ghost is gonna catch fire if it isn't
dark. I don't know.
But
maybe it's a snowman in disguise, and it needs to see.
That's like what burns Bill up, is that why does a snow person have earmuffs or a scarf? They're made of snow. Like,
Vintage questions we'll never know the answer to. Peppermint Patty, this is coming to you. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right, Amy, $28. $28. I have a very kitschy anthropomorphic studio piece. All right. Studio piece is a fancy way of calling it a hobbyist piece. Okay. So this is a hobbyist piece. I'd never seen this one before. But I knew folks in our community love anthropomorphic, and what's better than a tree with a face with an owl? Great for your fall. And on the back, it has the two hearts, because two lovebirds went ahead and etched their love to each other on the back of the tree. So it is really a vase. So it is a hobbyist. It's made of the ceramic. So it is a vase. It was made by the one, the only GR. I thought it was a B. It's GR underneath. And they did such a fantastic job at this. Look at how they painted the leaves. I mean, they look very realistic. There are no chips or cracks. Look at that fun little... I mean, how fun would this be as your centerpiece in your fall display? They did a great job. I think it's really cute, Karen. They did a great job with the leaves. The owl is very realistic up there on the top. They even went ahead and colored in the daisies down by the trunk of the tree. They colored it in with some moss, and then they went ahead and did the bottom here in all fall tones. So it looks like you have a bunch of leaves on the lawn. So again, I think this is super kitschy. Thank you, Debbie. I see you're 28. It measures 7 inches tall. 7 inches tall, about 8.5 inches wide. And again, it's supposed to be a vase. So did I have my flowers? I don't have my flowers here anymore. Yes, I do. Let's see here. Man, I used to sell with Misty. I should know better. Go ahead and pop your flowers in there. Look at that.
Plastic.
I mean, it literally looks like a big canopy.
It looks like a tree.
It does. I mean, that's what's so fun about it. And again, there are no chips. There are no cracks. They even gave the owl some fun details here to his feathers. And what I love is in the back here, again, what tree is incomplete if two lovebirds don't gouge a heart into the back of the poor thing? So, again, really good condition. I believe it's probably 1970s, early 1980s. Again, look at the great details on those leaves. I mean, the person who painted this really took their time and made sure to get all those fall style colors. Plus, he's an anthropomorphic tree. What more could you ask for? So, Debbie Gutierrez is in at 28. We're looking for 29 or more. Let's go ahead and count this down. I love it too, Brenda. I think it's just so good. No damage. Hobbyist, 60, probably 70s or 80s. 7 inches tall, 8.5 inches wide. So 29 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This actually came out of Nancy's booth at Mother Tucker. So, you know, it's kitschy good if it came out of her booth. Really good and really good condition. They did a great job. It does have a matte glaze on it, so it is glazed, but it's just more of a flatter. So congratulations, Miss Debbie. She's just coming to you for $28. Congrats.
Congratulations. Okay, I've got some salt and pepper shakers up next, and they are in the form of squirrels, or maybe they're chipmunks. I don't know. It could be either one, but either way, they're cute. Okay. So these are cutie pie. Actually, I'm going to put them on the board. That might be easier. Here we go. Let's put them on the board and get them nice up and close so you can see the cute little chonky faces. I think maybe they are chipmunks. I don't know. Usually chipmunks have that stripe that goes along their back, but super duper cute. So these are that kind of satiny ceramic, not that high gloss. The only high gloss is on the eyeballs, and there's no cold paint on these guys, so everything is fired on, so you don't have to worry about paint loss or anything like that. So we'll turn them to the back. There are the shaker holes 2 and 3 for them. The only thing I really wanted to note on these guys, there was, which one was it? Oh my gosh, I can't even find it now. This guy, he has like a little manufacturer flaw on the end of his foot. Maybe it was paint touched up. I can't really tell. It's kind of like a little rough to the touch on his little footsie there. But there he is. And I'll show the bottom. One of them is missing a stopper. One has plastic stopper and the other one is missing. I do believe that these are Joseph Originals. They have flocked ones that look like nearly identical to these, but they don't have any stickers or anything left on them. But I do believe they're Joseph Originals, either squirrels or chipmunks, whichever you prefer. They measure 3 inches by 2 1/4 wide. So cutie pie. I like that they made their eyes shiny, just, you know, to make them look a little bit more realistic, but certainly still kitschy cute for sure. Nikki, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. Antelope squirrels in Arizona. I have no idea what that looks like. Okay. I have no idea. An antelope. That sounds like a squirrel with horns. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what
I think it is.
Picture. When I hear antelope, I picture horns. All right, let's count these guys down. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nutty bid end.
You find some of the best woodland creatures, Amy.
I love woodland creatures. Well, I do collect woodland creatures. So.
Right. I've never seen these shakers before. They're good.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki, you didn't need your just in case. They are coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
$18, Miss Amy. And I have a fun, it's made by RB Japan. I have this fun scarecrow. He kind of has like a drifter, hobo kind of feel about him. He's in very good condition. I believe he's from the 1960s. He does have his RB Japan label there on the bottom and his original felt. So he has his fun tie. You can see he's got his little polka dot tie on there. He has his fun nose. Look at the eyes they gave him. He has his little flower up there in his cap. He has a little blackbird there on his shoulder. And he's just a super fun kitschy piece for your Halloween or your fall decor. He measures 6 inches tall, about 3 inches wide. And again, there's no issue to the cold paint. This is not one of the composition ones. This is actually the more porous ceramic ones. This was probably one of the last years before they switched over to the pulp composition that I guess we kind of call it. So he had, see, I'm with you. I I love the fall and Halloween decor that is softer, kitschier, more comical than more of the spooky stuff. So if you're looking for a fun piece of kitsch to put into your Halloween, this guy I think is going to look really, really good. Look at his eyes. He's got that cute little smile, no chips or cracks. He has this black little crow there on his shoulder, really kitschy and cute. He's got his 3 little button trench coat that he's wearing. He's got his green breeches on, and look at how they went ahead and painted some of the really, really cute stands. Like I said, just about 6 inches tall. Again, $18. Some of these RB ones you don't see all that often. I actually had never seen him before. They did give him some of that crushed kind of details. Any glare that you see is just my lights. There is no paint missing. There's no repairs. His jacket does not glow under black light. You can see how they gave him some little patches of the same kind of green that his little breeches are. But he's just a super cute little figurine. So there's the base. The base is like a tan. He's kind of like on a gravel little pathway. And he's just got the sweetest little kitschiest face for a little scarecrow. And again, he is made by the RB Japan company down there.
RB is underrated for their ceramics.
They are.
Felt. They made felt, a lot of felt things too.
Yes, you're right. And they are quality. And again, he's not one that I have seen before. He's going to go well with your planters. He's going to go well with your other figurines. I actually got him the same time that I had found a witch, and I sold the witch and had him sat to the side because I thought he was more into those weird weeks between, Halloween and Thanksgiving. These are kind of fun to put out. So let's do a countdown of interest. He's just $18. He is a piece of Japan ceramics made by the RB company. So $18, counting down interest. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If anyone's interested, he's just $18. Really good condition, super kitschy, really fun. Pop him in with your Halloween or your Thanksgiving decor. All right, no interest. We'll keep it moving on. Go ahead, Miss Amy.
All right. I think we have 3 rounds. 3 rounds left, I think.
Yes.
Okay. $14 is my next round. I do have a book, and I had the Fuzzy Wuzzy Kitten, I think last week. Now I have the Fuzzy Wuzzy Squirrel, Chicory the Squirrel. This one is not easier to come by than some of the other fuzzy books, but it is Whitman, 1948. And I will say, Darlene really wanted somebody to know that this was her book, and that is in pencil, lightly there on the front cover. The squirrel itself is flocked on the front. So is Chicory. Chicory, the lettering on there is also flocked. A little bit of wear to the corners, but it's pretty good condition. I'll turn it to the back. There is a little wear on the back cover, some discolorations here on the back side, but the cute little squirrel graphic is still there on the back. So let's look at the inside. And this one, we've talked about the flocking on some of the books, that sometimes over time it transfers to the opposite page, like a little shadow of the flocking. So one page is typically unflocked, and then usually the opposite is flocked. And the flocked one is the one poking out of the tree, yelling at the blue jay to not steal his acorn. Hey, I need that. I need that acorn. Not steal it from the tree. This is a cute little story too. I really like this one. And all of these Fuzzy Wuzzy books, they did that in the center. Like the center pages were smaller. I'm not sure why they did that, but they are all that way. And here is the next one. And Miss Gutierrez, I see you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Watching the bunny run off with some berries. If you can guess what the theme is with this book. So there's the flock page on this one, looking off into the distance about those kids in the forest. And so the flocking is all pretty nice in here. This particular spread does not have any flocking on it. And then the next one This one here is the flocked page. And here we go. This one's cute. This is a cute little backdrop one. Yeah, Mr. McGregor, get out of my garden. There's the flocked one on this one. And here is the kids trying to feed Mr. Chicory. And then we're back to the back cover. Okay, so good condition on it. Measurement for it is 9.5 by 9 3/4. Angela, I see you're at 15. Thank you so much. We're going to count it down. We're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I like the mushrooms on the cover too.
These books are so hard to find that aren't completely falling apart because of the material they're made of. Gosh, and I've never seen this one.
It's really
cute.
This
one's good.
This one I don't see, like of all of them, I don't see this one. Okay, there's the bid end from Karen. Angela, your 17 did come in after the bid end on both StreamYard and my phone. So Debbie did put in a just in case. So Debbie is going to win it over Angela's 15 for $16. Congratulations, Debbie. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Amy, $10 choice. And I'm bringing something that I don't know that I've ever seen offered on a live sale before. Maybe I have. I don't know, but I've never offered them before. It's going to be choice on child nursery rhymes. These are called cup plates. Okay, so in Victorian times, they were bougie enough. They had these glass little coasters, and they called them cup plates. They were to put their little demi-tasse cups on. So they do have some nips on them. I do believe these are original. I don't believe these are reproduction. So $10 choice. These are nursery rhymes. And the first little one that you can choose from is the little Peter Rabbit. Okay. So there is some great detail. You can see where it says Peter Rabbit down below there. These are definitely like early American pressed glass, and there is some roughness to the molds. Let's show you from the back here. We'll be reversed, but look how great detail there is. He's got his big bloomer pants on. They are both in amber color, and they have just great details. These are fun to add to your displays. You could put tiny little plate holders on them and hang them if you want. There is a little nip to the tip right here. To find these cup plates without a chip is very difficult. So both of these measure 3.5 inches in diameter. This will be your first choice at just $10, and this one is your Peter Rabbit. Let me see if I can put the black here behind it so you guys can see the great detailed, and they are these little storybooks. So there's a little bird up in the tree. Little bunny friend's got his big old bloomer pants on, and you can see the embossing where it says Peter Rabbit. So that's going to be your first one at just $10. These can go all over the place price-wise. This one is a little thicker with a little darker amber. This one does have a little bigger nip on the tip. I'll show you. This one is Baxter. I'm sorry, this one is Buster Bear. So it's a little Buster Bear story. Look at big old Buster Bear. He's got his walking stick. He's wearing his overalls, and this one I believe is older than the Peter Rabbit one, but this one does have a little nip here right there on the corner of the little lace work on the little cup plate. So let me turn it around so you guys can see the details. It is reversed, but you can see those great almost, I want to say they're embossed, but they're not. They're in the mold, but the molds on them are very deep, and in person they the scene is very easy. The scene is a lot easier to see than through the camera. So this would be your backside. So you have Mr. Chubby Baxter Bear there. He's walking up through the woods. And then, of course, this is the side that you're going to see if you lay it down on the table or you decide to put it in a small little plate stand. But we do have some nips here on the side. That is the worst nip that I was trying to show you earlier. You can kind of see right there. But these are called little cup plates. A lot of times cup plates were to signify, they were supposed to be like significant times. So they would be like for different presidents, different war things to commemorate different things. And these are ones that I don't find that often. A lot of times they're like Washington or different presidents or, the centennial and things like that. These are, of course, the little child nursery rhymes. So you can see one is a little darker amber than the other. I believe this one is older than this one. So it will be choice between Mr. Peter Rabbit. So we will go rabbit. Now you guys can really see those details. Look, he's like feeding the bird right there. So if you guys are into like the Victorian stories and things, these will go great with your books and your nursery rhymes. And then there is Mr. Buster Bear. So it'll be bear or rabbit. We're looking for 12 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You are right, Sugar Britches. These are fun to put in the window because then the light does come through. And trust me, in person, you'll be able to see the designs a lot better than through the screen I'm showing you right now. So MJ with your 11, Debbie Gutierrez with a just in case of 12. Just in case of 22, which means you get choice at 12. So Debbie, let me know, did you want bunny or bear? Bunny or bear? And then MJ, you will get choice on backup. So let's just wait and hear from Miss Debbie at $12. Did you want bunny or bear? And then MJ, you'll have backup at 11 on whatever's left. All right, Debbie, they're both yours. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good choice, Debbie. Okay, I have a tin for my next round, and it is an English tin. My favorite. This is a Darur, D-A-H-E-R, Darur, made in England tin, and I loved the fall colors in this. They did the same pattern in several different shaped kind of tins, but this is a lidded tin. You can find the Darur repeated a lot of their patterns in different pieces, but I actually loved this for a riser in different capacity. I think I'm not sure what I had displayed on here in my preview, but she's going to be my last round, and she's also an England Joseph Originals. But the colors in this, really, you could do a lot with it because it's got burgundy and yellow, orange, a little bit of green in there. The tin overall is in pretty good shape. There's like a little scratching right here on that corner. The hinge is in good working condition. It says designed by Darur, made in England there on the bottom. And so let's open it up so I can show you the inside there. And you can see it's got a hinged lid on there, nice and clean on the inside. I do believe a lot of people used to store their tea in these kind of hinged tins. They did open tins and closed tins. Darur did. I have an open like bowl next to my door that I keep like keys and stuff in next to the door. It's a different pattern than this one is, but very high quality tin, makes a great riser. Of course, set your fall things on there. It's just a little bit of pop of color in there. I see Debbie's in at 12. Thank you so much. So measurement for it before I count it down is 3 3/4 by 5.5 wide and about 4 1/4 inches deep. Looks like, I'm not sure, a whole mixture of different kinds of flowers on there. But let's count it down. We are looking for 13 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love the colors on that.
It's really good.
I think they made different sizes, different shapes in that tin too.
Yeah. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Julie came in there with a 14, but Debbie did use it just in case. So Debbie, it's coming to you for $15. Thank you so much. All right, Jason.
All right, Miss Amie, I'm going to change this up. This is going to be a quick claim, and it'll be choice, and it'll be a quick claim at $10. So I'll show it to you, and then I will give you a letter to put in. But we'll do a quick claim because they're pretty much identical. So I have two of the larger Bambi golden books, okay, and these will be $10 choice. They printed these for multiple years. They started in the 40s, but I have one from 72 and one from 73, okay? So the one from 1973, and they're in both very good vintage condition. Nobody wrote in them. There is the back. This first one I'm showing you is 1973. They measure 13 tall by 9.5 inches wide. So, of course, these are fun to use in your backdrop if you are a deer collector. Here is the inside. Here are the graphics. Great to put in the back of your fall display. Again, the graphics are superb. There might be some slight yellowing to the pages because of the age. But like if you put that on a easel or on a plate stand, and then you put some of your deer and woodland pieces in front, like that's what like we're trying to like show you guys. Like if you take that and then you take like maybe one of the tins, you know, put that in front of the writing, it gives you like a full 3D effect. So I'm sure you guys know the story of Bambi. Again, this is a large golden book, and it is Disney. So this is the one from 1973. No major condition issues. This one is from 1972. Let me double check myself. I have my notes written down. But they're the same books. They're just a different year that they printed them. So, yeah, this one is from 1972. So this one has remnants of what I believe is an original price tag on it. Again, the front is in very good condition. It does have a little bit of discoloration here on the back. So the one from 72 does have a little bit of discoloration. I didn't try scrubbing too hard to clean that off. That is raised a little bit. I have a feeling it's stuck against another book at one time, and some of the color came off on it. Maybe a magic eraser, because these are the books that have that laminate on. Nicole, it's going to be a quick claim. So they will be $10 each. Thank you for your 10, but let me just show you, and then you'll be able to pick which one you want with a letter. So the inside is identical. There's no separation from the spine. There's no smells. Nobody wrote in it. But oh my God, like, don't we? I know with Amie, I love Bambi too.
I have one of these. I don't know what year mine is from, but I have this book in my Bambi stuff. Yeah.
I know that if you go online, there's a big deal. Some of them, they didn't print them as many each year. So people are diehard to collect each year they were put out. So, but the first printing was 41 and 49. And then for 72, it would have been the 13th printing. And then the other one would have been the 14th printing. So the only thing I can show you with 72 is we do have a little nick right there, but they're in both very good vintage condition. So you can pick one or two. This one is 73. This one is 72. We're going to give you a letter. So please put in the letter B as in Bambi, and then you can take one or two. And then whoever puts in B for Bambi, you get first choice. And you can tell me which one you want. So this one is 73. This one is 72. If anyone's interested, I see you, Nicole, for the letter B. So Nicole, let me know. Did you want them both? So Deborah, you'll have backup. So Nicole, you get first choice. Did you want the 72 or the 73? And then Deborah, you'll be offered the next one if there's any left. But maybe you want them as gifts. Okay, so you are taking the 73, Nicole. Thank you so much. So Debbie, let me know if you wanted the 72. And if you're okay with the condition issue, you can have that. So just say yes, and I will watch the chat. So Deborah, you could have the 72 one.
Yes.
Right. Everybody wins. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yay. All right, this is our last round, you guys. And then we will get into Laura of Daffodil Field Finds, her Halloween share tonight. Okay. My last round is going to start at $14, and I do have a Joseph original. I haven't had one of these in a very long time, and these this is from a particular series, not very easy to find series. Let's put her on the board. Seems like when I do the board, the camera likes to cooperate maybe a little bit better. This is from the Little International series, and she is Little Miss England, and she is holding on to a gold hoop. All right. There's no chipping to her. There's a little bit of discoloration to the bottom of the gold hoop, probably where it just, sat, or maybe from storage, but there's no chipping to her. She's in really, really nice condition. So there's a whole series of lovely ladies from different countries. And hello, Dawn. Welcome in. Thank you so much. And she would have had a little foil sticker here on the side of her dress once upon a time that said England on it, and originally would have had a little paper hang tag that would tell you about the series as well. She doesn't have any of those, but really nice condition. She does have her Joseph Originals stamping into the ceramic. You can see there's a remnant of where the little Japan sticker would have been on the bottom. But this international series is very collectible. Actually, mostly the Joseph girls are collectible. But this international series, Misty has been talking about these actually recently. She has come across a few of them in the series as well. This lady, she measures 4 inches tall and at 3 1/4 inches wide at the widest part at the bottom. So I had the English candy tin. I thought I would bring her tonight because she is kind of dressed for fall. She's in brown and then a pretty minty green for her dress. I thought she could work in a fall display if you really wanted to for her. I also thought that even though she's England, I thought she would be cute displayed with like a little miniature bone china poodle. Maybe she would be jumping through the hoop, something like that. I thought that would be cute. I see Blueberry Barnes in at 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. I am going to count her down 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I love these. You don't see these this often either.
No, it's usually the little month ones with the rhinestones and the flowers. That's the ones I see most often. All right, there's the bid end from Karen is in. So some just in case is in play there at the end. So looks like Julie had an 18. Then Dawn had just in case of 23. Julie had a just in case of 25. But Dawn came back in there, pew pew, right before Karen's bid end. So Dawn, congratulations. I do believe this is your first purchase from me. Congratulations. She is coming to you. Do make sure and email me your information tonight because I'll be doing all my packing and invoicing tomorrow. I want to get your pretty lady to you. Thank you so much. We'll get Jason started.
$16, Miss Amy. And I have a hard plastic, big-eared Hong Kong plastic deer in very good condition, okay? There are no cracks, there are no issues. There seems to be maybe just a little bit of odd coloring here on the front. You can see a little bit of red. I don't know if they did that for detail. I don't know if he was packaged with something. You can see there is a little bit of different paint on there too. You know, once they started making this stuff in Hong Kong, they did get a little sloppy, but I wouldn't scrub too hard cleaning him off because of the way he's painted. You will take some of his paint off. So, but I thought he was in very good condition. There are no breaks. There are no condition issues. He measures 6 inches tall, 6 inches tall. They did a great job with those eyes. They, of course, made these in ceramics. And this is your harder plastic from Hong Kong. So 6 inches tall, 6 inches wide. These are fun to put different bows on for the different holidays. You could put an orange bow on him for the Halloween time. Put a nice red or green one on for Christmas. And again, you can leave these out all year round if you're a deer collector. So again, it is the hard plastic. Here you can see the, quote, cold paint on there is in superb condition. I see in the camera. No, that's it. They did. They gave him a little bop of white there on his nose. So hopefully that is coming through. He has a little bit of white paint there on his nose. So I found them online. I sold one that was embossed Hong Kong on the belly. I can't see it anywhere on there, but these were definitely Hong Kong. They did even make some of these plastic ones in Japan for a short period too, but I would feel more confident in saying that he is
I'm
one
fairly certain he's a Hong Kong one too.
made in Hong Kong. So, but a lot of times, like the cats I showed earlier, some of these get scuffed up, messed up, and they're missing a lot of their paint. But this one is in really, really good condition, and he would be fun to mix in with your reindeer for Christmas time. And he's a nice large size, 6 by 6. Let's do a countdown of interest. $16 if anybody's interested on him. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I was actually thinking, how cute do these look together? That's what I was thinking. So I thought they worked well together. But no one wants a plastic deer. That's okay. We'll take him up to the shop. Thank you guys for letting me show him to you.
All right.
That did it for me, Miss Amy.
That is it. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out for the sale. Now we're going to move into our community share portion of the show. Before I do that, I will show our email again in case anybody wants to send us something. We can always use some more photos to share, and we love to have you guys participate so we can have your fun vintage on the big screen with us. So if you want to email us some photos, anything goes, anytime goes. Just make sure you send a description of the photos that you send to us so that we know what we're looking at and how we can relay it to the friends here on the screen. You can share us, ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Anything that you want to send us, it would be lovely if you would. Thank you so much. All right. So our share tonight, and I know she's here, is the lovely Laura of Daffodil Fields Finds. So thank you, Laura, for sending in your Halloweeny goodness. So I do have 7 photos to share with you. So I'll pop the first one up here on the screen. So we are looking at Laura's Ladyhead vase collection. I love this. Good. The fact that they have witchy hats and bottle brush trees. I love it. I love it.
It's good.
It's a great idea. I've seen some other people put little witch hats on their lady heads too. It just kind of brings them into the season. And I think that they have little spiders jammed in their little hats.
I can see that. You're right.
That's cute. So Laura says that the framed photos behind the lady head vases and the 2 smaller black and white pinups behind the center lady head she got from Jason.
Yep. I remember that. And I actually think they were claimed out of a haul video I did. It was a haul video I did.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love this.
So
okay.
Good.
So there's going to be a series of 3 photos here that all are from the same display for the next ones that we're going to look at. Photos 2, 3, and 4. So we'll start with 2. So she said in the notes for this one. So I love the popcorn decorations. That little girl pumpkin with the straw hair tied up in a ponytail. I have never seen that one before.
Me neither.
Never seen that.
It's good.
Oh, excuse me. I know John was here. Glitter plaques.
Yes. Yes. You don't want him to hunt you down, Amy.
Because we've called them popcorn for so long. But yes, they're actually called glitter plaques. But I love all those along the stairs. And I'm going to go to the next 2 so we can see a close-up of the other things that are down on display here. So Laura's notes say that the Casper, which is in the next photo, and the Happy Meal toys, so the chicken McNugget, the Boo Nuggets, I remember getting those as a kid too, were her sons from his childhood. And I love the cool jar. It looks like those owl tiki lights, those patio lights that are owl shaped are in that big old pickle jar. I really like that pickle jar. So we'll look at the other photo there. Of course, we've got the Bayshore pumpkin black cat blow mold there. I love that. and the Gus Ghost book. Those books are super cute. And then we can see Casper is down there in the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
That was also her son's from his childhood. So that's fun that you like to incorporate some of those things too, Laura. All right, and then the next picture is a whole lot of cool stuff here. And I don't know, there's a lot of cool things that I'm seeing that's poking out. But she says that everything on this mantle was thrifted.
Okay.
That's really cool, Laura. To find some of those things like, you know, at the thrift store or out and about, that's really cool. She says that her favorite things are the paper mache cat, which I love. You can see him in the center, and the ghost pumpkin blow mold. They also made that in ceramic. I've seen that same ghost with the pumpkin made into a ceramic light. I'm not sure which one came first, but that blow mold is not easy to find. Usually that pumpkin is missing holding that.
And thrifted, remember. And that
thrifted.
was
yeah,
thrifted.
No less. The paper mache cat is just like blowing my mind that
awesome.
Was thrifted. That's just crazy to me. And then we'll go back to the full view there and see. I also like that black owl that's on the end. It kind of looks like maybe he's made out of that stuff that wreaths are made out of. It's kind of like straw, like dyed straw.
Yes,
I really like him on top of the pumpkin.
It's good.
He's really cool. And I'm not sure what's on that tray in the back, Laura, if you're here. I don't know, maybe it looks like decoupaged like Halloween images on that tray in the back.
Like old cards or something.
Okay, and then the last picture here says this was chalkboard art from last year. I like the little cat, and it's wearing a glow-in-the-dark pumpkin necklace.
Good.
I really like that. So let's go back through, and we'll look at all of them again. There we go. Oh, and I even missed the little Make It Bake It that's hanging on the mirror there, the little black cat with the pumpkin. Those were those metal things that would come with those little beads, and then you would put it in the oven and make it into stained glass. I loved to do that when I was a kid. And I spy all the meow meows up there, Laura, too. All the little cats that are peeking up on the top there. Love that blow mold. I have that blow mold in my collection too.
She got it at an art fair, and it was decoupaged. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that staircase with those glitter plaques. That's my favorite.
Yep. Love it, Laura. Thank you so much for sending all of those in. That was super fun. Love to see how you guys decorate. It always gives us new ideas of what we can do with things. Or maybe you see something that you've never seen before, like, oh, I got to look for one of those. So that's always fun. Thank you, Laura, for sending that in to us. Jason, tell the folks what you have coming up next, and then we will say goodnight.
Amie, if I could just take a moment to talk to the folks real quick about what the Valentinos are doing. Is that okay?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. Yes.
First of all, the next couple sales that I have, we're kind of all over the place. Usually the holiday weekends, we like to do a shop with me. So we're toying with the idea of maybe Sunday night doing a shop with me at Mother Tucker's, okay? So watch for those promos. If we do it, it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? So
coming Sunday?
Yes, because we have had folks reach out to us. When are we doing it again? So I've kind of thought about doing that in lieu of a Monday night sale, but then we had folks message us about where we were this past Monday. Promos will come out. It'll either be a shop with me on Sunday or we'll do a Mother Tucker's Monday. Then we'll get back to a normal routine, okay? This past Monday, we weren't here because we had a lead on some Christmas. It seems that we have some Christmas things coming up in the future. We needed to go to it, and we did score some things, and hopefully you guys are going to want them here in the future. So, and then Wednesday, stay tuned. It'll either be back here on Amy's channel or back over on mine. No matter what, fantastic finds I'll be a part of next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So Valentine,
attention to our community tabs and on Instagram. That'll let you know where we're going to be next week.
Yes.
We haven't quite decided that yet. Okay.
And
so stay tuned for that.
In the event we don't do a shop with me this weekend, we will be doing one or two heading into the Christmas shopping season. So It'll get you guys into the brick and mortar so you can shop for Christmas, or you can buy Christmas collectibles for your collection if you want to. So, but I just want to talk real quick. Please mark your calendars. This Friday, the Valentinos are getting together. We're going to make a big announcement. Okay, so we do have a Christmas sale this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern with Bill, Garden Guy Bill. It'll be Brian of Mid-Century Mister and myself. John can't join us, but it'll be the three of us. So we have some fun Christmas lined up for you guys. So please come hang out with us. We're going to announce our guests. Okay, the Valentinos, we have started a vintage holiday collectors club. Okay, as holiday collectors, as all four of us are, including Amie, all of us are, most of us here in the chat, we collect holiday. We think that it'd be best that you want to hang out with like-minded people, which means you probably want to buy your vintage from a holiday collector, because we're all passionate about the same thing. We think we all have the same eye. So we're going to be doing some mini marathons over on Instagram, okay? And the first little mini marathon, which will be your Vintage Holiday Collectors Club Marathon, will be on Sunday, October 20th at 3:30. We have not announced. We're going to have four Instagram co-sellers with us. We have not announced who they are going to be, but they are all collectors. They are really into vintage, and they usually bring some really, really good things. So you're going to want to come out on Friday to hear who that is. It's going to be a fun mini marathon, and that one in October is going to be Christmas. So then as we move into the other seasons, they will be season appropriate. So, next year at this time, it might be a Halloween one, but we will do one or two Christmas ones. And then in the spring, it might be Valentine's, it might be whatever. So make sure you're following everybody. Okay. Are you hosting? I will not be hosting on Instagram this sale. I'll just be sitting shotgun. But what we will do is the Valentinos will start out. So it'll be the four of us. And then the first hour, one of the four of us Valentinos will drop out, and then the guest will take our place. And then that guest will leave, and then another guest will come, and then one of the Valentinos will drop out. So we will rotate over the course of 7 hours. On October 20th, we will rotate in and out the Valentinos, and then we'll close the sale out. So it's going to be really good Christmas. So it's going to set the table for some things coming over here to YouTube. So Amie at some point will be joining us on one of these. So look for that. We hope she'll be joining
an Apple device, I may.
Yeah. If it wasn't for an Apple device, Amie, you'd be with us. No doubt you'd be with us immediately. So if I could give you my Apple device, I would. But just stay tuned. It's going to be really fun, and it's going to bring you guys into it as collectors. So the Valentinos, right now, the Valentinos are going to focus over on Instagram. Okay, that's where we all started. That's where the other three fellas sell. Maybe at some point we will bring some of it over here to YouTube, but right now the Valentinos are going to host this over on Instagram. That's where they curate their shops. That's where they curate their businesses, and all of them were so kind to come over and show support to us to have YouTube channels. So in essence, when you saw them over here, they were kind enough to show us all support and come over here and support our channels. They weren't necessarily becoming YouTubers. Does that kind of make sense? So by seeing them over here, they were coming over to show support to my channel or Amie's or anyone's that they sold on, but their core, where their heart is Instagram. So I respect that, and I'm going to go over and work with them on Instagram and hopefully grow my Instagram shop as much as I can grow my YouTube shop and my Vamp shop. So we just need to do it over there for now, and if it can morph to this platform, we'll bring it over, but we'll see. So Amie, thank you for giving me a shot to kind of explain some of that to our YouTube friends.
And I will say as a reminder, if you weren't here at the beginning, I did touch on the fact that I did announce when Jason and I are hosting our Christmas marathon here on YouTube. It'll be on my channel. It'll be Saturday, November 9th. We're waiting to finalize the lineup of sellers, but it will be all YouTube sellers that you guys are familiar with. So we're waiting to finalize that. And once we do, then we'll announce all the sellers that will be in the sale with us. this time. But if you were around last year, it was a heck of a fun day. It was a long day, but it went by like super fast because it was so much fun and so much good Christmas. So stay tuned for that, and we'll talk about it again when we have more details about who's selling with us this time. But it will be Jason and I all day long, for sure. And
if I can just tuck in one thing, guys, I will say, remember, if you're here on YouTube or if you're on Instagram or if you are on any of the other platforms, if you guys want to be able to perform the best that you can during a live sale, you guys have to do some maintenance on your devices. So please remember, guys, if you get a gnarly lag, whether it's here on YouTube or if you guys get a gnarly lag on Instagram, you can resolve that. You can go in and clean the cookies out of your phone or your device. You can make sure that you have all of the updates. So I was a buyer. I know the flaws that Instagram can have. I know the flaws that YouTube can have. I know the flaws that other platforms can have. But you guys have to remember that you guys can eliminate some of that if you update your devices. So if you guys ever want to come to a live sale here or on Instagram, please, please, please update your laptops, update your tablets, make sure you have all that updated, and also make sure you cleaned all the cache out of your phones so that you can get rid of that lag over on Instagram. Yes.
Aaron, I think that's a good idea. I think once we figure out what we're going to bring to Misty's pop-up, I think that that's a good idea. It might be easier for us to go live and do that and show. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to show everything because we're going to have to start packing stuff. Yes. My goodness. But maybe like a sneak peek of some of the things that we're bringing. Yeah, I think that's a good idea for sure. Once we finalize some of that stuff, and that's super exciting. I know we'll be talking about the pop-up at Misty's coming up pretty soon. It's getting down to the wire. It's just
we got so much far away.
I know.
Plus, I got to get my store ready for Black Friday and small business. So on top of all the fun we do, the brick and mortar, they're my two busy days. We got Black Friday coming up and Small Business Saturday, before we shove off to Bedford.
Yeah. So we're going to be super busy trying to prepare for all the fun things that we have coming down the pipe. But stay tuned. We'll definitely let you guys know what's going on. Big thank you to Karen G tonight for always being an amazing bid ender. Thank you so much, Karen, for all that you do. And thank you, everybody that joins us week after week. Down into the chat. I know we have an awesome community over here, so thank you guys for that. And don't forget to think about our friends that are in Florida tonight and through the rest of the week. We hope everybody stays safe. Thank you guys again so much for joining us tonight, and we hope you have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you guys over on Instagram on Friday. All right, good night, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.